Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 82 of the Terminus Podcast for the weeks of August 5th, 2017. Can you believe it's August already? It's killing me.
I know, I start school in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Same here, it
I
sucks.
start school in 2 weeks too.
I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as Train Man. With me, my engineers are Weibel, Jader, and not Milky, because due to a condition he acquired while squaring off against the Japanese a couple of episodes ago, he's died. And
It's called
Eric,
deathitis.
Yeah.
You get it from eating sushi and watching anime. Also
He
nukes.
became a weeboo.
Yeah, he became Eric. And yeah. And in the guest spot we have Achilles once again.
Hello.
But before we all contract weebitis, the train will terminate at this station.
Alright, this week we are in the subway, eat fresh, motor car, trolley, something.
Ninja Turtles. Right now.
Yeah.
Wrong subway.
Pizza.
Like they.
Anyways. Milky's coming, apparently. This breaking news, Milky's gonna show up at some point.
Well.
But first, we have to cover the Class 1 mantle of responsibility, so that we don't forget it, like I have previously. And the only people to make a splash and boom and crash are CSX twice, as a matter of fact.
Shocking no one.
Yeah, shocking no one. I thought stuff was supposed to get better with Hunter Harrison.
No.
First, they smashed up some train cars near Hindman, Pennsylvania on last
Hinman.
Wednesday, so that would have been... Oh, Hinman?
Yeah.
Hindman.
Bye-bye, Laney Man.
The 3rd, I guess? Was Wednesday? Was Wednesday the 3rd? Yes? No? Oh.
Oh?
Hello?
No, it was not. But either
Karen
way,
Hips.
they smashed up some cars. In fact, they piled up so many that the Capital Limited had to be rerouted. So,
Let me smash.
for 4 days, the Capital Limited was terminated in Pittsburgh, and its westbound counterpart had passengers bussed from Washington, so it got bustituted. So 32 cars of a 178-car eastbound freight train derailed and caught fire.
And caught fire. Great.
Yeah.
You know.
But
For
fortunately,
kids.
no one was hurt. There are a few tank cars in this mess, and they evacuated the area, but nothing exploded. Fortunately,
Just melted.
Fortunately, no one was hurt. Cause still under investigation, as always. And then in Lugoff, there was a bulldozer parked on the tracks to... Hey, wait a minute.
You know,
Wait a second, this sounds familiar.
Callbacks. Bulldozer was attacked by a train once again, and derailed a bunch of train cars, and 1,500 gallons of diesel fuel leaked out of the locomotive. And people are trying to figure out if the bulldozer was parked there deliberately. So, could this have been the next attack by the world's lamest terrorists? Find out next time. Well,
We'll get back to you
It's
on
like
that.
Dean just
Cobra,
derailed
but
his
with
train, I think.
bulldozers.
Very slow and lethargic. 1 a.m. 12 of 16. 12 of 16. It was a 16-car train, and they derailed most of it.
God damn it.
Anyways, we're going to move on to trackside tales here, and because Weibel and I are almost guaranteed to take up most of this section, other people go first. Other people go first.
I'll let Eric go first, and then I'll go second.
I did nothing, so moving on.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go. I'll go third.
That also
Or
surprised
I
me.
apparently cannot count. Okay.
You said third. Okay, I'll go. Alright. So,
Okay.
for Gary's mod, I recently built a set of Oneida and Western SD40-2s in the Shamrock Green paint. Because look on the Steam page.
Okay, Patty.
Oops,
Well, no,
oops.
seriously, they're actually
Look it up.
shamrock. They were actually shamrock green. Look it up
Wait, where's the page?
in my thing.
Oh, okay.
What you doing with a shamrock?
Yeah, they're very green.
Oh, my Steam page. I see it now. I see.
Yeah, minty.
I was looking at. I was trying to sort stuff out in the cargo, so I had to look back.
Yeah, they're very minty, and they run
Yeah,
really
they
well.
make you want ice cream.
Yep. The other day, me and a few of the guys from Blue Mountain Southern, we did couch racing. Because I found this add-on that
I'll be
has
back.
drivable couches, and we decided to race them.
Racing. Couch
Yeah.
racing. I heard
Yeah.
that as cow tracing.
Honestly, I think that's what I heard too. I'm like, wait, what?
No, couch racing. Yeah, Einz found this add-on that has you can customize cars and how they perform and everything, and it has a drivable couch in there
I
of
drive.
all
That
things.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. And we all glued random shit to our couches.
I hope that you just glued about 1,000 thrusters to it, and
No, you
Went
can.
to space.
I just made mine really fast. I put a lot of torque on it.
oh, the torque. The most important thing in a vehicle is torque.
My layout, I've been doing scenery work. Ran out of plaster cloth. Got more the other day, so hopefully I can complete the. I don't have a picture of it handy, but I can complete the mountain that I have laid out.
Oh yeah, I saw that half built.
Yeah,
Pictures that you sent.
the cardboard lattice.
Yeah, and you were putting those pictures up like late at night, and I was going, "Why is Jader awake?"
It was at like 9 at night, like 8 or 9 at night.
Really? I remember some being later,
No,
but I remember I've been having a bunch of those moments now because I have to go to bed at a reasonable time, and sometimes you don't, and I get very, very like half confused, half concerned, and like
when
the
you
third
see
half
something
is,
from me, something from me at like 11 at night.
well, that's when I just feel bad for myself because like I can't stay up as late as Jader anymore. What am I done with my life?
You lose.
I get the money
Yeah, I've finally gotten back to work.
and go on to trips. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I
you're
can
not
go on
broken
trips. I
anymore.
can go on trips now. I have a reliable car. Yay!
You get a
And
new
then, in Tane, I've more or less completed Lion, the furthest north town that I'm going to build, or at least on the one of the further north towns that I'm going to build.
I need to get at the map because I don't remember what it looks like. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This whole thing. See, I can't tell from the map what things are because it came with a whole write-up as
Oh,
well.
Yeah, I spent an entire lunch period reading.
I'm glad. I spent a long time writing it.
Wait, Jader,
Yeah.
how long have you known how to read for?
Since
Dot.
I think sometime in preschool.
Why is this
Anyways.
why is this a subject?
I don't know.
O'Shilley's good try, but
Yeah, Lion
You
is
dig
almost
fail.
done. I
And
just need to build the college campus that's
being
there.
derailed again. He keeps running into switches that are lined against him.
Anyone know how to build a college for
How
trains?
to build oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Lion has the college in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just need to get a bunch of. Well, depends what you're going for, but you need to get a bunch of like old-looking brick buildings and mostly connect them with walkways and not roads.
Okay, I need to find some brick buildings.
Yeah. But anyways, Weibel checked out for a second, and somebody's
And
gone.
he's dead. Oh, Eric died.
Eric.
No, come back. We didn't
What's the
nuke
correct-
you
Speaking
yet.
of speaking of dying, a few of my friends died from foam poisoning the other day.
Are you included?
No, I didn't.
He's still here.
Yes, okay, I am. So on the July 24th, Me
on
and
the
my
July
foam-
24th.
the July 24th, the one and only July 24th.
But is it November
Well,
2nd?
I mean, actually, technically, you could say it's the July 24th because there's only one. But
Yes.
we went out and we got word that an XSP unit was coming through. So all of us were like, oh, well, let's go see this thing because they're all getting repainted, and so we may as well because we're probably not going to get to see one again.
Foam.
And so we met up at like 11, and we all thought we missed it because the train is normally a morning train. And so we're sitting there, and we were like, oh, yeah, we probably missed it. We're not going to get to see it. And then we're just sitting there, and here comes this grain train with an XSP unit that we weren't intending to see round the corner, and we're like, oh, cool, we're going to chase this thing now. And then we all chased it, and we all foamed because it's something...
You sound so excited.
But, I mean, it's something that's acceptable to foam at because they're getting repainted, and they actually... It's not like heritage units. They don't have any heritage. They just pretend like they do. These units actually have real railroad heritage. So it's acceptable, more acceptable, I like to think. And then speaking of Foam Fest, a bunch of the Utah Little Rail fan group we're all meeting up in Weber Canyon, and we're all going to have another Foam Fest. So I call them Foam Fests, but really a lot of the rail fans are pretty professional, so that's fun.
Hey, that's better than most of my rail fan friends.
Actually, man, most of my friends are professional. But
Met a guy that does drones.
on the note of friends, I met a couple new friends up at the Evanston model train show that I got back from yesterday. In case you didn't know, the Evanston train show is held in, surprisingly, Evanston, Wyoming. Whoa, shocker! I know.
You sure? I'm pretty sure it's in town right over.
You know Wyoming
West
will
Evanston.
be your new home.
It's held in the former Union Pacific Roundhouse in the town that's currently being restored. So that's fun. The show wasn't as successful as it has been in previous years, mostly due to the fact that it was 80 to 89 degrees all weekend long. And there was also a car show and a bike race going on at the same time in the town. So, obviously we weren't going to do as well. But while I'm just finishing up my model trains, I got an Intermountain Gevo. That's pretty nice. And then my dad and I co-bought 6 scale trains, VMSX tank cars for $196.
I want some.
They run really nicely.
Can you sell me them?
For $300? No.
How about no?
$250.
I got you $1.
How about no?
Got you $1.
I'll give you
I don't-
$1
I don't
for each
wanna
tank
be on
car.
I don't want to sell them.
Fine, I still want some.
Well, they're really nice. I
I need some modern
Anyways.
crap to run.
That was it. That's everything. Bye, guys. I'm done. Leaving the terminus now.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You're not allowed to leave. This is not sanctioned. You didn't check out with me ahead of time. Anyways,
Jillies, your checkout time's at 11, not
What?
7.
so you guys were talking about your friends, right? You know what's great
I don't
about
have
meeting
any.
new friends? Or not even new friends, just meeting with friends. It's going on trips.
Blom.
Going on trips and listening to What's New Pussycat over and over and over again.
7
Oh,
times,
dear.
When,
and then it's not unusual.
when you let someone control the music.
At
It's,
Chris.
oh, put this... No, not Chris.
Oh. Okay.
He's in this call.
Oh.
So, in total, with the 2 trips combined, I put over 3,000 miles on the car. So that's just
Jesus Christ.
just an idea of what these trips entailed. A lot of time was spent in the car, and Weibold spent the whole time in the passenger seat.
Woo!
Because the headliner is
let him-
falling down, and it's the only place it didn't brush his head.
No,
He
it still
needed the
brushed my
leg-
head. It was legroom was the reason I
Yeah,
was up there.
leg room as well.
You gotta remember when we started out, the headliner wasn't like completely delaminated.
You know. I bought 200 thumbtacks to fix it. But
Oh, did you?
yeah, I did. I haven't worked on it yet, but TJ punched a hole in it because he had to drive and pick me up from a place, and he just like jabbed a pen through it, and I'm annoyed because he left a giant hole in it.
TJ's in,
Right.
okay, Today we learned TJ's an idiot.
TJ's an idiot who, whenever
Don't
he
trust
gets in
him
my
with your
car,
car.
something happens to it. Whether it's
Hey,
his
don't
fault or
Trust him
not.
with your car. I think that's a good note to start the trip summary on, because Ellis was not here for this because he was at work. But the first day of the trip, I was in Rhode Island. TJ was in Rhode Island as usual, and we had nothing to do because both Madison and Ellis, who we needed to go to Pennsylvania, were at work. So we decided to run down to Essex for the day. Ellis so graciously let us borrow the Volvo. We went down
Because
there,
I
saw the
expected
train.
nothing would
phoned-
happen to it.
Nothing did happen to it.
Uh-huh.
We foamed a whole bunch, went and got slushies, and then as we were backing out of the parking lot, well, actually as we were just sitting in the parking lot, an old man backed into us. Nothing was damaged.
Because it's a Volvo.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing was
Swedish
nothing
tanks.
was damaged, but I didn't know about it until it just happened to come up when TJ made a joke about it. I was like, "Excuse me?"
Somebody
Oh yeah,
backed
someone
into-
backed into your car, and I was like, "Why did you
Wait,
wait
hang
until
on.
now to tell me?"
Which is good, because it didn't have
Wait, do you have a name for your
insurance.
Volvo yet? Trying to remember.
It did.
Do you have a name for your Volvo?
Yeah, Brie or Brienne.
I thought. Wait, no, Nellie's
It's insured
the
under
other one.
liability, which means that if it gets involved in an accident, then it's covered. But nothing is going to ever cover damage to that car because it's too old and nobody cares.
Yeah, well, I mean that, and it's built like a number of things that I can't say. I'm running through my list
B29.
of euphemisms and idioms, and none of them are very good.
Built like a B-29. How about that?
No.
I don't know. You ever flown one of those in War Thunder? You get looked at the wrong way. The wings pop off.
Oh yeah. Russian bias.
Sorry, I was doing drugs.
So anyway,
Okay.
I don't know. I thought the trip went really, really well.
Yeah, I forgot my notepad with all the names of the days on it.
Oh, good
At work.
gravy.
Really quickly, speaking of trips, are you guys all? Ellis, are you going to Train Mountain? I know Weibel probably is. I don't know. I probably
Yeah.
is.
Well, why wouldn't I have to go? Because
I want to.
train.
I mean, wait, hang on. When is the triennial? Like, I know it's in June, but
I don't know.
like
maybe
when in
a few
June?
days ago.
No idea.
Oh, okay.
It's at some point.
At some
Well,
point, like in
during
June
summer.
or July, right?
It's tomorrow.
It's the summer of next year. Hang on, I'm pulling up my
Duke,
phone.
it's
so I can
actually-
get all the pictures from the trip.
I might.
Okay,
I
yeah, I
might
don't
try
have
to
too many.
go. I might try to go. That'd be like a graduation gift for myself.
There's a station.
yourself.
There's a six bucks. There's
Yeah.
all of them.
Road
That's
trip.
sad, Janer. No, I'm
Shut
just
up. Road trip.
There's Ringabout, Tinkachow. There's a steamroller. There's 40. There's a wedge plow. We went and rode the MTA.
MBTA.
MBTA.
MTA is
purple.
New York, but
Purple
Okay.
stuff.
close.
The purple. Yeah. The
Purple.
soda.
Yes.
OJ.
OJ,
Purple stuff.
I knew somebody would
Purple
get it.
drink.
Yeah, we
Sunny
took the
D.
purple stuff to Wickford Junction and back because the state is really driving it hard.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, I've talked about that before.
we drove to Pennsylvania the next day. The next day we went to a station and figured out that every 2 minutes a woman is diagnosed with trains to Thorndale.
That was some unfortunate sign placement. Let me go back a second though. The reason, the thing. So, when we were at the commuter rail, we were pulled by this F40 PH-2C, which on the front was commemorating the opening of a brand new station in 2007.
Huh.
They had
Ah,
it
Okay.
had this banner painted on it that was grand opening from 10 years ago. It was like, oh well, they haven't repainted
Yeah.
that in a while.
I've actually got. I wish I could just share these pictures directly into the group from my phone because I'm looking at the head of it with the banner. It's the Greenbush Grand Opening, October 30th, 2007.
Yeah. You
Number
can't, you can't
1052.
just share it from your phone? You don't have a share button?
Can you not wait? Can you not just like plug it in on your phone? Plug
Well, I know I
plug your
can.
phone into
Well,
the
actually,
computer?
I have pictures, but I
Again,
didn't take all
Skype
that many.
Skype on mobile is terabad.
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
it
but you
is.
can just hit the thing. Like, okay, whatever.
No, I can't
Alright.
hit the thing because it doesn't give me Skype an option. It gives me Twitter, which is odd considering I don't have a Twitter
Okay, that's
or
a
a
little bit strange.
Facebook.
Okay, so then from there, so we drove to Pennsylvania, and that was
Yeah.
an
That was a
adventure
day.
on its own.
That was a day's worth of driving, and we counted to 80.
Oh
82?
yeah, we counted to like 89 or something. We got really
80.
high up.
Took us 7 hours to do it, but we finally got there.
Including the stopping for brunch in
Yeah.
Danbury.
I can't believe you forgot the names of the days. I'll see if we can remember.
I forgot the pad with them. I remember at least a few of them, and that one was
Yeah.
the car,
Okay.
the weather, and the Strasbourg Railroad conspire to melt Leibold.
Yeah.
And so the car.
We're crossing the Hudson River in the car that, by the way, has no air conditioning in summer. We were in New York at that time. We're in Lower New York.
And hot.
And very hot. No, actually, we're in Upper New York.
Mostly humid. Mostly
Oh,
humid.
humid.
Very
hot, more
very
humid.
hot. And we had to roll up the windows so that TJ could place a call to Strasbourg. Trouble was, he got on the phone with Strasbourg, and then Strasbourg took like 10 minutes to check something in their booking office. So we're sitting there in total silence, boiling alive with the windows rolled up. And as soon as he hangs up, we immediately roll down the windows. It's like, thank God. Sweet relief.
The whole time, I don't know how many times
Okay.
you made the comment to me like, "How do you survive? Why is everything sticky?"
Everything's sticky and horrible
Jizz.
and hot.
Everything is sticky because jizz.
Which it was the same thing in
Not in the
it was the same thing in Kentucky, just not as bad.
You guys
It's
went
like-
to
After a while, you feel like
he
you're
went
breathing.
to
water.
Kentucky later on non-foaming related errands.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
not foam related errands. I did see CSX though. So anyway, the next day we drove from our hotel to.
also, we picked up Chris that
Paoli.
day.
Yeah. Next day we drove from our hotel to Paoli, which is
Paoli.
a suburb outside of Philadelphia, and then took Amtrak for the morning train into Philadelphia 30th Street Station.
Mhm.
Walked from there to the Franklin Institute and went and saw 60,000, which has 3 boilers apparently. No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it doesn't. It doesn't. It is 3. I didn't want to argue with the kid because you kind of
Oh,
started
wait.
to, and I wasn't going to be in imposition. No, it doesn't have 3 boilers. That's stupid. It has 3
Wait,
pistons.
is it like a tour guide or some little Fulmer kid that was
Yes,
just
it was a tour
there?
guide.
It was a
He,
tour.
he
Oh
did
my
know
God.
a lot. I don't know where he was getting the 3
He
boilers
did know a
from.
lot, but he knew sort of like he knew what the museum people had told him.
Yeah.
You could tell he didn't know anything about the locomotive itself, but he knew about the exhibit.
Oh, okay.
He knew a lot of the little like sort of nitnoid, when the engine got here, a lot of the cool statistics to do with, wow, this sounds really cool to somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to argue with him. Yes, it doesn't have 3 boilers, it has 3 pistons. Or 3 main pistons, 3 cylinders. You get what I mean. It has
3
5
chuff
pistons.
units.
It has 5 pistons, 3 main drive cylinder. You get it.
3 chuff producers. How about that?
Yeah,
Chuck
those.
makers.
Yeah, that was really
3
really
super
cool.
chuffers.
I did a sky bike thing in the Franklin Institute.
Oh yeah, I watched. you go.
Got to
I was
like scare some children.
yeah.
We went
They
to the
were
Reading
like
terminal.
looking up at you. They were like, "Isn't it high?" or whatever. They were talking to you.
I was really tempted to go, "Oh yeah, man." After that, we went to the Reading Terminal Market. We went upstairs to the actual terminal first, which is really, really cool
And huge.
and huge. And then we went downstairs. I got an actual Philadelphia Philly cheesesteak, which is delicious.
Stop
After
making me
that,
hungry.
we got on a terrifying subway and went to
Wait,
the
why was it
waterfront.
terrifying?
Because it's a subway.
Okay.
Because you know me, I actually do pretty well in tight spaces. Like the mine shaft and all that, I was doing great in. Surrounded by so many people in the sweaty, dingy, horrible, dangerous, loud, like air brake malfunctioning SEPTA subway train, I was not a happy camper.
Okay.
I was glad we only took it for a couple blocks. 'Cause it's like really this. I can see why people hate subways because this is horrible. Anyway, took that to the waterfront. Saw a steam-driven torpedo. Ellis and I went aboard and toured the USS Bakuna, World War II submarine, and then went on the USS Olympia, which was the title for this day. It was the last.
The lastest and the fastest.
And the alternate one was the last of the spray tan liners. Because we've talked about the spray tan fleet before being Roosevelt's Great White Fleet, the first Roosevelt, the better one, and his Great White Fleet, the last of the Great White Fleet. Absolutely beautiful on board, absolutely amazing. We found a thing that makes ice.
We found a
Oh,
thing
boy.
it's a machine the size of like your average cubicle, and it makes
Yeah,
ice.
No, bigger than that. It's about the size of your Volvo turned on its side.
That's probably true. Yeah.
And it's got
And-
these massive. It's got these gauges and flywheels and pistons, and it looks like a
kinds of
stationary engine for a stamp mill or a winch or a crowd engine or something, and
All
it makes
kinds of cool
ice.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
And it makes
exactly
ice.
what it's for. It's just to make ice.
it makes ice.
No, it's like
And then we
the
played.
it's like the refrigerator from whatever the Back to the Future.
Yeah,
is
Back to the
with
Future.
Neil.
That's exactly what I compared it
Exactly
to.
Like that. That's exactly what we were joking about. It is exactly like that.
Ice
It
water
makes
muddy.
ice. Anyway, then we played with some cannons. The bridge was closed off because they had just varnished it, and it was really, really shiny.
Oh yeah. So many things in
Um,
the ship were incredibly shiny. The lower decks
yeah,
were closed off because it's old and they were working on it.
we spat in the general direction of New Jersey.
There was a battleship
we
over
found-
there. We
Yeah.
pretended to fire cannons at the battleship.
We also pretended to fire cannons at TJ and Madison and Chris,
That's true.
who didn't come aboard the battleships.
Meanwhile, TJ and Chris were sharing a hammock,
Yes.
and my
Yes, neither of them are here to defend that they were in fact sharing a hammock.
and my roommate Frank was subtly throwing
Supervi-
pieces of mulch at them.
Which they didn't realize until we had got off the ship like a half hour later. We found a steam tug.
Mhm.
We went to a cool, old-fashioned, old-timey ice cream parlor, which I don't think you went in, did you, Ellis?
I went in to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. You didn't
But-
get anything, though.
No, I didn't get anything.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I had
Yeah.
just like
Oh.
chugged 2 bottles of water because there was like
Because
all
they
the-
were $1.
all the touristy attraction places are like $2, $2.50, $3 for a bottle of water.
$5 was
Or,
what
yeah,
we were receiving
or
the water
worse.
for. Remember the $12 milkshake?
$12 milkshake.
Yeah. The
It's like that better be a
Hell no.
damn good milkshake.
And where was this at?
This was in
At
Philadelphia.
the USS
I'm not going to Philadelphia.
And then again,
Well,
we
yeah.
walked 2 blocks getting away from the waterfront, and there's a couple there on the corner selling water for $1.
Yeah, out of their truck. They just set up some coolers.
bottled
It's
water
like-
for $1. It's like done.
Yeah, these guys know.
Walked the soda. The old ice cream parlor was really cool because they had they would. Hang on.
You have a picture of this one?
No, I do have pictures of it. I can't send them again.
Oh, great. Well, I don't have any pictures before we went to see the breaker. That was the first picture I
Yeah.
actually took on the trip.
Yeah. But anyway, it was really cool because they'd make the soda in front of you, the old-fashioned way. They'd get the seltzer water and the syrup, and they'd mix it. It was really, really cool, and all the syrups were homemade. It was cool and really good. Went to see the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. Didn't actually tour them because it was getting really late in the day, and we were all kind of tired.
Mhm.
Went back to 30th Street Station, found a Keystone, like a hidden Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
Admired some ironwork, took Septic back to Paoli, where there's a really cool old Pennsy station, and then drove home. And that was the end of that day. The next day was the
Next day
Del-
was Chris. Chris takes us on a... Yeah, this is when the rains came.
when the rains came.
Which started out as just just an overcast day, and we went to see, and I can put the picture of this up. What was it, at one time the world's largest coal breaker, he said?
Actually, before that, we went and visited 113.
Oh, that's right, we did see 113, we met Bob.
We-
TJ and I had
back.
met Bob before.
There's a
wait,
picture
big-
of a sign
oh,
that
wait.
says, on this site in 1897, nothing happened.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's right.
Big Joe Bob.
Okay, now I'm at
No,
the breaker.
different Bob.
Now we're synced
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So we went to visit this, at one point in time, the world's largest coal breaker, which is unfortunately in the process of being torn down right now.
Literally taking excavators and
Yeah,
shears to it.
We
So we were
got
there
to watch.
we got to watch as they were demolishing part of it.
hmm
And
And
went
it's got
near
most
tunnel.
of its glass still.
some of it.
And then we went to the Pioneer Tunnel coal mine, and that was the first coal mine out of 2 that we went in.
Yeah.
a
Went down.
little-
I'm here standing with, I think, what was his name? Bill?
Who?
Bill Nye.
Yeah. The statue out in front of Pioneer Tunnel.
Oh
Bill.
God, I don't remember. I don't remember the
Bill.
statue. I
Bill
just
Nye,
remember
the
Rain.
coal miner guy.
It's this really scary, kind of creepy wood statue out in front of the tunnel. It's about as tall as me.
I don't
What
remember
what
that.
tunnel? What tunnel? Pioneer.
Yeah.
Pioneer Tunnel. Then went down in the mine,
hmm
which was dreary and dark and cold. And also, I have this picture of Chris with Madison's glasses on, all fogged.
Oh my god, yeah.
So,
Okay.
We go into the tunnel. It's raining outside, but it's still like 85, 90-ish degrees. Go down the tunnel.
Is this the statue you were talking about?
We go down the tunnel, it's like 55.
No. It was colder than that.
Was it?
No.
Chief Seattle.
No, it's a creepy statue.
But
it was close
chilly.
to like 40.
Oh, it's Pioneer Square, that's why.
It was pretty nippy in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then we
pretty
come
nippy.
out of the
nippy
tunnel.
out.
Oh, wait, no,
Yeah,
I think I...
very cool. We came out of the tunnel, and TJ and Madison's glasses immediately fogged to the point that they both, like... We were getting to stand up out of the cart because we were at the very front of the train and still, like, right at the mouth of the tunnel when it stopped, so it wasn't until we stood up to get off that the warmth from outside hit their glasses, and the moisture immediately turned the lenses completely white.
Yeah, they just could not see.
So
It was
Madison
hilarious.
and TJ instantly went blind, in synchronization. And then we got on the little train. And I've got a video that
my
I
God.
wish I could send to the group, but I can't.
It's a video that I took of... Okay, so
gosh.
just a preface. So the Pioneer Tunnel 9 train is a little, like, Vulcan or Porter. It was an 040 ST
I think it's a porter.
with these 3 open coaches with roofs on them. They're not, like,
They're
coaches at all.
mine carts.
They're
mine
basically
carts with
mine
roofs
carts
on
with
them.
roofs and benches.
No, that is literally what they are. Mine carts with roofs on them and benches.
So there's a lot of open space where rain can come in. It had started to rain like a little when we came out of the tunnel, but we're heading up the mountain and it just starts raining harder and harder and harder to the point where you like can't see just because of the rain. Oops, I brought up the wrong picture. And we get to the top and Tyler, who
Chris's best friend in the whole wide world.
one of Chris's friends who we ran into at the 113 because he like lives upstairs in the Minersville station, and then later he works at the Pioneer Tunnel, and apparently Chris insisted on wearing his overalls, and he shows up at the
Because-
Pioneer Tunnel in his overalls, and apparently one of the other people employed was like, "Oh, look out, Tyler! There's a real railroad guy out there." And Tyler walks out and sees Chris, and the expression that crosses his face, like, what the hell?
It had TJ, Madison, Ellis, and myself laughing hysterically for at least 30 seconds. This was absolutely priceless as he walks out, and he's either going to confront Phomicus Maximus or some grizzled old Penzi engineer, and he walks out and his face just falls, then goes to anger, then disappointment, then disgust, like all at once as he sees Chris standing there in perfectly clean overalls and a chromer. It's what are you doing here? I think were his exact words.
Yeah, he gives this like hand wave away and just like turns away. It's like,
but regardless, anyway, back on track.
Yeah, and so he's our conductor, and
Yes.
we get to the top and he starts giving this little spiel
Gets
about
off
like
the train, stands in front of the cars next to the train.
and he's giving this spiel, and meanwhile it's being punctuated with lightning and thunder. And he's, this is a bootleg coal mine. He's pointing to this little shaft in the ground. And, oh, well, that was a doozy. And then he, gets a signal from the engineer and stops mid-sentence and goes,
Yeah, he's like, okay, yeah, we're
leaving."
going.
Yeah, we're going.
So he immediately jumps back on the caboose, and the engine takes off down through the forest, and it starts pouring. Like, it had been sprinkling now for a couple hours, and it had even been drizzling for about a half hour since we got on the train. It starts pouring.
I mean, honestly, when we were at the top of the mountain, I was like, well, it can't start raining any worse. And then it started raining much worse.
And then
Jinxed
started raining, like buckets of water coming down. And the trouble is, as the train is traveling along, the rain is falling almost straight down, but the train is moving forward, and the coaches don't have fronts. I say coaches. The wagons don't have fronts.
They don't have sides either, and the train is
moving,
swaying.
And the rain is not coming through the sides or the rear. The rain is coming down between the car in front of ours and our car, and coming at us, like, into our faces. So Madison
He's
hands
the only one with an umbrella. The only one.
hands TJ and I an umbrella, and I start crouching in the aisle of this thing with the umbrella, trying to close off the gap at the front of the car to keep the rain out. And we're this video just describes it all. We're laughing hysterically as we're all getting drenched. I get knocked over a couple times because we're on this little minecart on horrible track with no suspension. I'm not even sitting. I'm kneeling in the aisle with this thing.
TJ's next to you. I'm behind you guys with the camera. Next to me is Madison, and Chris is like trying to shield Madison, and they're both cracking up.
They're
just
both
like,
cracking
this
up, and we're all
amazing.
soaked. But anyway, we get back to the gift shop, and the parking lot starts washing away.
Hold on. Before
I forgot about this.
We stop. We get there. Everybody runs off the train except for us. We all just stand in the coach, like perfectly vertical, away from the edges. The rain
because
isn't
the train
touching
stopped
us.
moving. The rain's not coming in anymore.
Yeah.
We're shielded.
And Tyler's like, "You gotta get off the train," and we're like, "All right." And so everyone else runs, and I'm just drenched at this point. I'm like, no. Not running. Not dealing with this.
Somehow, you were drenched at that point, and you
didn't
somehow
care.
managed to get more drenched.
I got wetter.
Because you were not just wet, you were advanced wet.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm
Advanced
not running. I'm not
We
doing
get
this.
to the gift. I bought a new shirt. That's how wet we were.
Wet t-shirt contest.
And then it continues to downpour. The parking lot starts washing away. It's like this orange mine-run dirt.
Oh god.
And
See,
so
running the
no.
gutter down the road, it's like, well, there goes the parking lot.
yeah, and so but the car is at the far end of the lot, and I have the
course
key
it is.
and I have the umbrella, and I go, all right, I'm gonna go get the car. And so I walk down the edge of the gift shop. I come out of the balcony. I start walking along. I'm like between the river that used to be the road and the mountain, and I reach a point where the water coming down just crosses my path, and I cannot get across it. It's too wide. Like, oh god. There's a couple
And so
of little. There's a couple of little islands of this orange dirt. Like not. It's just. I don't know how to describe it. It looks like the surface of Mars.
It's very orange dirt.
And so I go, okay, well maybe I can step to one of these islands. I put my foot out, and it sinks like 4 inches into the dirt, like completely submerges my shoe, which was white, is now orange. Or like off white. But then I go, all right. And so they're sitting around the corner, like waiting. They don't know what's happening.
It's been about 3 minutes by this point.
Yeah, and meanwhile I'm just sitting there.
It's been long enough that we're kind of wondering, where's Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen him. He just kind of disappeared around the corner of the building, and we haven't heard anything from him. Like, the car hasn't started yet. I can see the car up in the lot. It's still sitting there, and he's nowhere near it. Where did he go?
And then I made a running jump over the, stream at the side of the road to get to the middle of the road, which was drier.
We see him jump out from behind the building over the river with this triumphant yell of yeah, and makes it about 80% of the way across.
Motherland.
Yeah, I made it. I didn't get any
Almost
water in my
makes it.
shoes, and then I just sort of walked to the car, and by the time I got to the car, it pretty much stopped raining.
Yeah, it stopped raining. But from there, drove to the Allentown in Auburn, saw a cute little coffee pot engine
Hold
and
on.
a crane at a scrapyard.
Oh yeah, that's right. No.
Oh, no, this is after the bank, wasn't it?
Yes.
This is after
You're missing the
Schnitzelbank.
part in there. You're missing the pivotal part of when the rains came. So, my car, due to the fact it doesn't have an AC, has no way to condense water out of the air inside the car. And so it is incredibly humid. And
Yeah, so
all of the
remember,
windows
children, what
start-
happened when Madison and TJ got out of the tunnel? Their glasses immediately fog. We start going in the car, and the rain starts pouring again. And the temperature difference is enough that either we have the windows open and we're getting soaked, or if we close the windows, the temperature's okay, but the windows immediately go fogged, and we can't see.
I was prepared for this because I know this happens. I had a full roll of paper towels in the car, and so he's just wiping off the windshield like an
I'm
internal
frantically reaching across the windscreen. I'm glad I was sitting, I'm glad shotgun, because I could actually reach all the way in front of you and clean the inside of the windshield off. And it was to the point where you just keep going on the windshield, and as soon as the one paper towel is ruined and wet, you throw it on the floor, grab another one, and start going again. It was that bad.
And now here's where we learn not to trust Chris's directions.
Oh god.
Because we asked, how long does it take to get from here to Kutztown? And he goes, about 40 minutes. About
45 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes later, we're like, how much farther is he? He's like, he checks like the map. He looks at his phone. He's like, it should be about 40 minutes from here. Like, how?
If you think that's funny, it happened a third time.
Yeah. Yep.
God.
It happened repeatedly, and so we pull over in this bank parking lot.
Yeah, we're trying to find. I believe my exact words, because I was getting tired of, you and Chris barking back and forth with where we're going in the directions. TJ quipping in here and there, and me just going frantically on the windshield. I finally said, maybe it's time we pull off and find ourselves a milkshake.
Yeah.
So
We did not
Chris
find
says
a
that he knows
milkshake.
where we can find a milkshake, and we pull off, and you can't get a milkshake or any.
The only thing that's there is like a hardware store and a bank, and
And
the
a
bank is
bank,
closed.
which- Yeah, Ellis looks at the clock. Okay, it's 5:05. We're going, and we go under the teller, like where the vacuum tubes are for the bank, and just hide there for about 20 minutes
we
as the
open
rain blows
all
over.
the doors and let the inside of the car air out. We, wipe down all the windows and just sit there
Fire
for a few
ourselves
minutes.
off, because this entire time, even with me going frantically on the windshield, we had to have the windows cracked, and so we're all sort of still soaked.
Mostly the people in the back. They were
Mostly
the
the
ones
people in-
continually getting wet.
Right.
But yeah.
But anyway, after that, went to Allentown, which turns out was about 40 minutes from that point.
Go figure.
Yeah. Saw their cute little coffee pot engine, a junkyard, an S2. Then went to the other end of the line and met up with a guy that shall go unnamed, I suppose, because he asked us
Yeah.
to kind of be hush-hush about it.
Yeah, we're not like... We went in there and we looked around. And we met an awesome person who lives in a caboose and kept giving Madison ideas.
Okay, okay. Now if What's His Bucket sees us, he's going to know exactly who we're talking about.
No,
you
because
realize?
there are two people that live in the caboose.
No. The other person that lives in the caboose, I think, is the person we're keeping this from.
Is it? Okay.
I think so.
Oh.
Regardless, we met a safety bison.
A safety bison.
Yep, the safety bison. I have a picture of Bill the safety bison. Saw the
Oh,
shops
also-
at Allentown. I got to go up inside of a doodlebug, which is really cool.
Oh, you actually went in?
Good. Yeah, you and Madison were talking about caboose, and Chris was like, "Psst, come look at this."
I wanted
So-
to go in.
TJ and I got up inside the doodlebug for a bit. We poked around the yard, went to the NS interchange, got a picture of Siegel the Duck with 206. I think that's Madison holding him. There's a really cool railroad-themed like sports bar in Allentown.
Oh, yeah.
Or was that
place
was that in Allentown or in Kutztown?
It was somewhere. It was nearby.
It was somewhere elsewhere. I'm sure Chris will be like, "No, it was in blah blah blah." I don't know. That was
don't
really cool.
trust
It's
your
called the
navigation
Albertus
anymore.
Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, it's in Albertus. It's in Albertus, Pennsylvania. Duh. The
I don't
Albertus Tavern.
And then you
and-
made a bet
What was the bet?
that a train wouldn't go by.
Oh gosh, yeah, a train wouldn't go by, and if I can't even remember who it was, somebody bet Chris and Madison. One side of the bet was that somebody would buy somebody a soda if a train did not go by before we left the restaurant because there were tracks right next to it, and it didn't. And then TJ and I bought a dessert, and then a train went by.
Yep.
So it wound up being somebody owed somebody a soda who owed us a soda because we won the bet for them.
Yep.
But anyway, that was that day. Next day was Strasbourg Part 1.
Yep. The next day was the Extrasburganza because
The Extrasburganza.
we woke up early. We drove to Strasbourg. We went
I
on
slept
the
most
hustling
of the way
tour.
to Strasbourg.
What?
I slept most of the way to Strasbourg.
Yep.
I didn't mean to. I promised myself it's like, okay, I'm going to stay awake, and maybe not.
I didn't mind. I was like, if I was the thing going through my head was like, if people sleep on any car ride, they probably deserve it. We're doing a lot.
Yeah. This was
but-
the other one you've got to remember, guys, is we're doing this every single day, getting up at like between 6 and 9, which for body time for me is between 4 a.m. and 7. After a full week of work in traveling out there and driving for 7 hours and going for like 12-hour, if not more, days every single day.
Yep.
Like this trip was absolutely amazing, but it was absolutely exhausting.
Yep.
By
And
the
also-
end of this, we were all shot. But anyway, hustling tour. Went and saw
hustling
90
tour.
and 475 both getting steamed up side by side. That was kind of cool. Almost got hit by a switch diesel. That was also cool.
And
Um,
actually, you weren't supposed to be on the Hostling tour. And
I was
we
not
just sort of
supposed to be on
showed
the
up.
Hostling tour.
Chris sort of wandered off. I think he went to the bathroom or something. And in the
well,
meantime,
then he met up with.
yeah. Well, yeah, but in the meantime, you got on the Hostling tour.
I got on the Hostling tour.
And then some other idiots showed up.
Yeah, some other Aints and Flegel
and Jimmy.
I can't remember who's Sam in terms of a username.
Jellymaker.
Jellymaker? Okay. I can never remember. I know
I hadn't met him before
names,
that.
and
Like,
I
I
know the
hadn't talked to him.
usernames. Yet to connect them. I know it was Aints and Flegel and Jellymaker, but they were also at Strasbourg that day on a separate road trip. So we met up, rode the train together, recorded a kind of funny thing, which I think Ellis can link.
I linked. That was my termination last episode. It was
Oh,
Ivan
okay.
reads the rules.
I'll be right back.
That was when we recorded that.
Mhm.
Did the shop tour in Strasbourg, in which I saw
In which we were totally
My
incognito.
my future.
Your future. Are these
in a-
what will be, or
Oh, jeez. Anybody who's a long-term watcher of the podcast will find it funny that I had the concept of narrow gauge explained to me.
Oh,
That's,
It was the-
that's
it
how
was the
good.
funniest
that's how
thing.
good at being incognito we were.
I
wait,
was,
like
I
by
was,
the tour guide?
I only
Yes.
got snippets because I was showing Madison some stuff, and I was also partially making, I don't know what to say, but like making the tour guide antsy because I kept asking about the Disney engine.
Yeah, you were.
Yes,
I
yeah,
appreciate
I
that
remember you
because were
telling me
throwing-
about
You were
that.
throwing him off because you asking so many questions about the Disney engine that he didn't know anything about.
Quote unquote.
Also, maybe not the Disney engine. Maybe we don't know. It threw him off the scent of me asking so many questions about 20, which is an engine that Strasbourg's been working on for my
Ever.
museum. Yeah, the museum I work for, which, again, 10 years now. 10 years.
Jeez.
But anyway, we
But
saw that.
anyway.
We saw the drivers for. We saw a cute little Crown engine. We saw the drivers for 4014. Their new shop extension was really cool. Saw their wood shop in the motor car. Saw 89 in progress.
Almost done.
Then
too.
went
They
over-
were painting it.
Yeah, almost done. Went across the street to the Road Museum of Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
which
Lots
was
of standards.
which was really cool because coming from lunch. Oh dear, lunch. We went to lunch. The fire alarm went off probably 5 times in the course of our meal. I got
Nobody
up at one point-
moved a muscle.
Yeah, I got up at one point to make a phone call. I was the only one to leave the building during the fire drill because I was standing in a stairwell making a phone call. It went off, and my immediate thought was, "Well, that's kind of annoying," and walked out front
Yeah.
to complete my phone call. The way that it all went, though, some of us went directly to the museum. Some of us ate a little bit later. Some of us went straight. We went to an antique store and then to the museum. Regardless, getting to the museum, we were in like 3 or 4 different groups. And the groups kind of fragmented, and we didn't really reunite until we were almost done with the museum.
Mm-hmm.
The group that I was in was with TJ, Aints, and Flegel.
Yeah.
And we at one point went into this brake inspection car for the Penz U. It was a testing car. It's kind of cool. Look it up. Go visit their museum and look at
Yeah,
it. It's a really
awesome
neat
museum.
exhibit, really cool history.
Road trip.
And we get to talking with one of the people that works there, and I don't know if she was like, I don't know, weird, strange, or self-pitying enough to take a liking to us, or
Well,
she was
liking to
losing
most of you.
bad, or
She wanted it.
yeah, she. Oh no, but
Let me smash.
she starts giving us a little private tour of the museum.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, in the process of this, Ainz keeps running off and spouting off random facts about Louisiana, much to the tour guide's annoyance, to the point that the tour guide, or the person that was giving the tour, by the end of it, when we were locking up, was just kind of humoring Ainz, and like occasionally getting in a snide sort of remark that would go right over Ainz's
It
head.
was really, really funny.
It
I
was
only
really
came
funny
around
and
for like,
really,
the end
really
of it.
cringy. Like there were a couple times where I'm like, Ainz, you were going to scare her off. Stop.
And he's like, did you know that Louisiana was whatever?
This is how we make our tea in
Louisiana, this
Louisiana.
Oh gosh, that was the other thing at lunch. Ainz getting mad at the waitress because the tea was, I don't know, not tea enough. Tea-ish.
Oh my god, I would kill him
Ainz,
if I was there.
Yeah, Ainz, I was very close a couple times. But anyway,
I would have just like taken him into the bathroom, beat him up, and just come back out, leave them there.
Yeah. Museum of PA was really, really cool. Then the next day. What was the title of the next day?
What was the next day? This
The next
is the
day
day
was when we
after
went
the
and saw York.
the day after the Extravaganza. Oh God, I
What-
don't remember. I don't.
what was
Oh,
New York?
well, we did say bang.
Yeah. Well, we did say bang. We
So,
went to
I actually have a
wild-
couple pictures.
Okay. We went to a Wild West shootout type robbery train in New Freedom aboard the York, one of the newest
Steam into
in
History.
existence. Yeah, Steam into History. It was really, really cool.
Madison got to
York
hold
is
a
a-
shotgun.
Yeah, Madison got to hold a shotgun, which is another hilarious picture.
That's bad.
That was terrifying.
Yeah.
I lost my place in my photos.
So, we did.
We rode the train,
Yep.
got held up, and then like the storyline for the whole robbery thing, because apparently it's rather intricate of who's who. We lost track of it when we were actually riding because you can't hear anything. We rode the train; it was cool. There was a real neat shootout at the end where everybody, all the actors get shot, and then they all stand up and wave. We're okay, and the kid stands up and gets shot again, which I thought
it was funny. It's like
I
stay
thought
down.
I thought it was really funny. But we go to lunch, and then the next train is leaving as we're leaving, so it's like, okay, well, let's go stand out in front of the restaurant we were at. It's at this restaurant that they stop to have, like, the preliminary show for the shootout.
They
It's,
rob
like,
the
setting
restaurant.
everything up.
They
rob
take
the restaurant.
They take the
They take the
cashier
cashier.
outside.
Screaming, which is hilarious, because it's like the 60-year-old woman just screaming for no
Yeah.
reason.
And then they rip off
There's-
Blazing Saddles.
And then they rip off Blazing Saddles, which is really funny because the fat guy, I'm not leaving without bagels. But the interesting thing about this is before they held the thing up, we're standing out front, the train pulls in and stops. Everybody sits there.
Nothing happens. And then
Yeah.
someone on the train goes, bang!
Bang! Because, they were supposed to have, as soon as the train stops, the robbery is supposed to start. And it doesn't. So they're sitting there for about 30 seconds, and like Ella said, somebody in the locomotive yells back and goes, bang! And
Still
they sit
nothing
there
happens.
for they sit there for probably another minute, and then you can hear over the conductor's radio, is somebody going to cue the robbers? To which somebody else over the radio replies.
Well, we did say bang.
And then after, we laugh a little bit, and after about another 30 seconds, the robbery starts.
Yep. We get to
And the
watch
train
that.
left. Then we went and saw something really cool. We went and got to go see
Photo frame.
Right, hang on.
Which I have some pictures of this. So, this was
I also have in just a sec.
TJ's favorite thing ever.
Yes, this is really cool. I'm trying to skim through to see if there's anything else that I myself want to talk about. I don't think there is.
Okay, so this was funny because I like to think that Madison earned her stripes a lot while we were at the museum because she just sort of wandered off and observed things on her own. And she actually called me out on a couple things because I didn't know a couple of things were in the museum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she totally earned her stripes with me on that one. But this was she was like, "How bad could it possibly be?" And we're like, "This is as bad as the foam is going to get." This day, we
Yeah,
got
this is
a photo.
This is a
freight.
period photo freight with the N&W Society with 475 on the Strasburg Railroad.
Yep.
This is as foamy gets.
Mm-hmm. And I had one of my first legitimate, we've done it with Essex. TJ and I have done it with Essex before, but my first legitimate, okay, stop here. Everybody take pictures as it goes by. Okay, everybody jump in the car and we drive to the next crossing.
Ditto.
Train
By
chasing.
far and above my first foaming experience.
Yeah. I was like, all right, let's go. And, peeling down these Amish roads and,
Trying
having to dodge people in horse and carriages.
buggies, yeah. The one video that I got, and I'll share it in the Skype group, and maybe else can link it in the cargoes, or I might even upload it to YouTube because it's a really cool video. Of we get there, I set up my camera as 475's coming by for the first run, and my camera falls off. It was set up on a crossbuck, so I grab it, sit down, and am holding it, trying to get a shot, and I can hear in the background Ellis saying to Madison, "Wow, they're really moving." Oh wow, they're really moving. And then into frame, because I'm looking at the camera trying to get the shot, and I look up from the camera for a second, and here's 475 with black smoke coming up the hill and right by me, probably 10 feet away, at about 40 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Just
Just fast as hell.
falling.
Going fast and
Going
this
really fast.
Me going, that's really moving, and then it comes by and Madison just goes, holy shit.
Yeah. This thing thunders past. And that was
and then we get
really,
one of the
really
best
cool.
moments, which was they're backing up so they can go pick up the people they dropped off
Oh gosh.
for the run by, and the fireman does a bow out the door.
Yeah. As the engine comes by the crossing, all the farmers are there, and the fireman standing in the gangway bows, and all the farmers applaud.
Yeah.
Just like, yes, you win.
And that was the first time that I've seen a photo freight or
Yeah,
anything like
same.
that. You know, and
Well,
had the vinyl on the side and everything. Well, yeah, same. No.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it's the first time I've seen a photo freight, actually. We've run photo trains, but they're all period passenger trains.
Oh, okay.
We've not done photo freights before because we don't have freight cars that work.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless you
That's
count
thinking.
running tank cars at the head end of steampunk, but those are just for weight.
Anyways,
But unfortunately, I have to duck out of the story at this point. The rest of it's kind of, it's about what you'd expect, except for Horseshoe Curve. I just remembered that.
except for Horseshoe Curve, we outed him last time. I talked about it very briefly last time.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I said he's the guy who was shaking the camera. It's all his fault. And the police
Jeez.
are coming for him.
Almost got arrested at Horseshoe Curve. Yep, that was great.
Almost got arrested, quote unquote, by the cops that don't show up.
Yeah, that don't show up because
Right.
farmers we're all sitting around trying to think of what to do, and then this voice from the stone gazebo pillar that we're in.
Yeah.
The gazebo starts
Like,
talking
we
to
saw.
us.
We have everything on camera. That was the first thing he said.
Yeah. I think I was the first one to say anything. It's like, okay, well, as long as you're going to speak, can we at least know what's going on? Because at this point, we just kind of heard whisperings and had no clue. But
Yeah.
anyway, we've skipped stuff. I'll let you get to that.
Yeah.
I've got to go.
I'd rather cover it
Aw.
with you, so I'll just put a pin in it here because we're.
Okay.
It's
We
time
can-
to go
Next
to
time.
while you're still here.
Next time on the Terminus Podcast.
Let's move it. All right. Next time on the Terminus locomotive, or next time on the Terminus Pennsylvania trip, part 2. Right now.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
All right.
like he said, time for logo. In one corner, we have the JNR C62 returning after
Who does this
having
thing even look
was
like?
on a while ago. JNR
Eric,
62.
wait. Eric. Did you post a picture of it?
There's a picture.
Is Eric even here?
Eric is dead, but
Oh.
Oh, honor a Japanese anime. Let's see if that worked.
Weeboo, weeboo.
Weeboo. So in one corner we have the C62, a Japanese Hudson, a narrow gauge one as a matter of fact, and in
Hello.
the other corner we have the thing that beat the thing it beat. So theoretically this will have a better chance. The last time we had a matchup with this guy was on the Royal, the Blessed, and the Backhoe, which was why the Backhoe showing up earlier this podcast was that significant.
That was
And-
that was a bulldozer.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whatever. Construction
Learn-
equipment.
Yeah, learn
Uh,
your construction equipment, bitch.
And that the engine that beat it was the Royal Hudson, and the thing that stopped its reign of terror was the Blue Goose. So, in the other corner we have the Santa Fe Blue Goose. Once Eric gets back, we can get on that. Eric.
So how's everybody's day?
Eric.
Filler, filling up the time.
I usually send him a message. Send I am. Hey, you come back.
Filler, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways. Well, I mean, I would like to just, I guess, come back to that. So. Because you
Sharknado
can't do it
5.
without him. He's
Why?
one of the contestants.
Why the hell is there a Sharknado 5?
Why not?
I don't even
People
know.
keep watching them. I guess they should keep making them.
All right.
I've never seen one, but it's the kind of movies it's like, yeah, it's bad. You came to see a bad movie. It doesn't surprise anybody.
Right.
But, you know what does surprise people? You don't actually surprise me. So, in the future, in the not-so-distant future, this is moving on to Fresh from the Shop, very briefly, we're going to have a new character added along with Sandy and Rangeley. Oh, no. Oh, the page is missing now. Boo. Along with Sandy and Rangeley on the 2-foot gauge, and that engine is Lynn. And I can link the...
Uncle Lynn. Wait, no.
No, the Wikipedia page for Lynn. She's a 242 tank engine built by Baldwin for export.
Oh, yeah, export to where?
Export to Wales.
Oh, it's British.
Oh, yeah. She's so cute.
I
man.
mean, Welsh.
Yeah, well, you know, wherever she was supposed to go. And it's like, okay, I should add... I want to add this locomotive. I feel like it could add some, The hell was
Not
that?
you.
Ah! But
Are you trying to
anyways,
be a-
the
are you trying to be
day
a sheep or
the
some
day
shit?
I acquired a voice actor for Lynn is the day that I found out that the Lynn built for the Lynn recreation just was completed and is running. So, voila, we now have a operating Lynn, and I was very happy about that.
Also, sorry about that. Cake. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Cake.
I
I
mean,
thought that was like a sheep or something.
by the way, it is Eric's birthday, so
It
Happy
is birthday at the time of
to
recording.
It's
you.
permissible.
Happy birthday.
it's
to
permissible for
you.
him to have cake and eat it too.
Yes, I am eating it. If you could see this thing, it's huge.
I want some cake.
Happy birthday
To you. I got to sing happy birthday to Madison's dad, and I sang it in the Ivan voice, and I replaced his name with Comrade.
Oh my god.
Anyways, and Madison listened to me do it and then elbowed me like, shut up.
Wait, what did he say?
He didn't hear me.
Oh, he didn't?
I don't think he heard me. But anyways,
Oh, okay.
we're on to locomotive orders, and we have Very Honorable versus the Blue Goose.
Which number is the Blue Goose? Which
3460, the
3460.
1945 one.
Okay, 3460, 1945. Well,
You're not supposed to look at those stats.
Oh, wait a minute.
Get off of his page. You don't need to know what kind he is.
Eric, beat it. Shoe.
For future reference, of course.
Shoe fly.
Hey.
Plus one strike for cheating.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't look at any of the stats.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know
strike
for future
for
reference.
suspicion of cheating. But if you out... Oh, that's right. You're replacing Milky. But if you out the other cheaters, we'll let you off. Anyways,
Oh, wait, yeah. Should Milky join, once we're done?
I mean, Milky can join if he wants to, if he's here. Because now we're down
Okay.
a person.
I'll just put Milky.
Anyways,
We're ready for you.
so who do you... Gilles, who do you think should go first?
I'm gonna go with Jader.
Hey, Goose. Okay.
Yeah, I can second that. Alright, Jader. Go
All right.
ahead.
When were you
Welcome to
built?
Ah! My cake fell over.
I was about to say, that's the I just dropped my cake sound.
I got icing all over my hands. I was built 1949.
What? No. No. Fake news.
No!
Fake news.
Alright,
1945.
Eric, carry on.
Fake news.
Get the icing off your hands and carry on.
I chose you, Jader, and
You let us down.
you let us down, Jader.
I didn't know that
Technically,
Japan
to be
was still
specific.
building steam then.
Technically, to be specific, 48 to 49, but who's counting?
Still. Fake news.
All right, how many of you existed?
One.
Wow, only one.
There was one Goose.
They only had the money
49.
for one extendo stack. 49.
Okay.
Jader, I think you picked the wrong
Alright.
engine, my friend.
Eric, you can carry on.
Carry on with the destruction.
Builder.
Santa Fe.
Hitachi, Kawasaki Heavy Industries Rolling Stock Company, and Fuchsia Saizo.
Yeah,
Okay,
Hitachi
style
wins.
point for home built.
No, Hitachi wins. Well,
Is that-
actually,
I was-
you
I
do
was
get
originally-
a style
I was
point
originally
for
built
you
by
do,
Baldwin.
you do
How
get a
about that?
style point for home built, but
Yeah.
Hitachi. It was the person who touched you last. Winky
Driver
face.
wheelbase,
Okay. 14 and a half feet.
12.47.
God damn it.
He's narrow gauge. What do you expect?
Engine wheelbase,
41.1 feet.
34.51.
Okay.
Overall wheelbase, engine and tender.
Place.
Real blaze.
88.67 feet.
Why are you still here? Never mind.
I always choose
What?
locomotives for this.
62.34. I was making a Back to the Future joke.
I always choose shit locomotives for this. Can I forfeit?
Sure, if you want to make this the shortest Terminus podcast.
No,
in
you
existence.
can't.
Okay.
Axle loading.
71,600 pounds.
35,450 pounds.
God damn you and your narrow gauge.
Weight on drivers.
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
okay.
it's the real
good on
Milky.
drivers.
It's actually Weibold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's replaced
Why
with
would-
Weibold.
Something, K36.
486.
Narrow gauge. Well, you both love narrow gauge
488.
now, but yeah, Milky, come here. We've got the C62, the Japanese Hudson versus the Blue Goose.
Oh boy.
Anyways, what was
And
your weight
Eric
on
is-
drivers?
Weight on drivers. 210,800 pounds.
If I'm gonna be not broken, that'd be helpful.
Alright.
142,500 pounds.
Okay.
It's closer than I thought.
Engine weight.
This sucks. 417,300 pounds. I hate this game.
Kicked by that
I hate
Japanese
this game.
piece of garbage.
It's
narrow gauge.
9-1, or it's 8-1 now. It'll be
Ow.
9-1 in a second.
How are
narrow
you not
gauge.
winning?
Because Eric won early and is just using weight stats right now.
Because he's narrow gauge.
Engine weight.
We already did that.
No, we did weight on drivers. Engine weight.
Oh, right. 417,300 pounds.
195,440 pounds.
You and your narrow gauge and your cheap Japanese metal.
Jay was
Tender
just salty.
lightweight.
You make crappy tanks and you make crappy
Wait, the
locomotives.
Japanese have metal? I thought they had paper.
The tanks were
And bamboo.
the engine was completely built out of bamboo
Oh, wait.
It's just painted black.
and balsa wood.
Yep.
Yep. That's how it works.
Tender
Maybe,
lightweight.
and then there's some rice sprinkled in there somewhere.
No, you shovel the rice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Okay, what was it?
Tender lightweight.
Tender lightweight. I don't have that. I have
Alright.
tender loaded weight, total engine and tender weight, and then fuel.
All right, well, for reference, it's 121,651 pounds.
Okay.
Total engine and tender weight.
813,546 pounds. These things are bricks.
Geez, you need to go on a diet.
No, I don't.
317,091 pounds.
Jesus
I need-
Christ.
I need to go kick some Japanese ass.
Okay, it's 10-1 now.
Do you just want to call it right here?
No, there's ways
Tender
I have.
tender
Tender what?
tender water capacity.
Okay, I know I win
Jader,
this.
there's no coming back from this.
20,000 gallons.
Now you
5,821.
Now you
Oh, wait, hang on, what?
Oh no.
5,821.
Trader,
what?
how did you
I thought
mess
you had-
this up?
I thought you would.
I have 20,000
He
gallons.
asked the wrong question.
He has something small.
Yeah, you win. You have more.
Yeah, ha.
Eh.
Aha.
Okay. What is your loco base ID?
Man, God damn it.
That was the dumbest thing you could have picked.
2,602. I know you beat me on this one.
125.
Okay, well you got lucky.
I wonder what the first one on here is.
It's
It's
some
a
Mikado.
consolidation.
No, it's a Mikado. It's It starts with an A. I can go find it again, but
Okay.
Yeah, say that we figured. Set up
All right.
window.
This is where I think I get some points back.
Alright.
Driver diameter.
Administrator.
You should not have asked me driver diameter. 68.90.
84.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Big. Eric, have you not seen the Goose? It's big. In fact,
All right,
Blue
well,
Goose. The Blue
continue.
Goose is one of the only engines with 84-inch drivers. One
Yeah.
of the only
Yeah, it's
engines
big.
with greater than 80-inch drivers.
it's big and tall.
Check it out.
Anyways,
Fast.
continue.
Blue. Okay, boiler pressure.
227.70 psi.
300 psi.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Jader coming back.
half the
Can he
points.
win?
How
No,
big
he
are the
can't.
cylinders?
No, he can't. Jader will never win anything. He's a loser.
20.47 by 25.98.
23.5 inches by 29.5 inches.
Wait, who wins?
Me.
Okay.
He has the bigger numbers.
Okay. There are too many numbers there. I couldn't keep track of them all.
Okay, tractive effort.
30,580.
49,456.
I think Hudson's mad.
What's the score?
It's 10-7.
I'm coming back. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to die.
Alright.
Um,
And then
firebox area.
You win.
What are the
You
numbers?
win
Come
that
on.
216.36 square feet.
That's trash. 433 square feet.
Wow, that's trash. You're
Your chum. Great area.
You win.
You have
Look
41
at your
point-
numbers.
41.44 square feet.
Oof.
99 square feet. I'm kicking your ass, birthday
Ouch.
boy. Evaporative
You're
heating
making a
surface.
comeback.
1,803 square feet.
4,303.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's 10 to
Jader,
10.
you did
And there's-
it. You made a comeback.
There's no end in sight.
Okay, superheating surface.
I have a superheater?
Are
833 square feet.
You have crappy superheaters. 2020.
I don't need big
He's
superheaters.
little. He's small, teeny, weeny, weeny.
It's how you use it.
That's how you use it.
Okay, combined heating surface.
2,636.
Birthday boy.
Swick.
What?
6,323.
Okay.
Hehehehe.
I'm busy.
Was there anything in balance card?
$10. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? I was distracted.
Plus 1 point.
Evaporative heating surface.
182.20.
290.56.
Yeah.
That's 10 to 12. Oh, 13. Right. I can't count.
Good.
What else can I whoop you in? Let's see, whooped
When
me
I came
there.
here, this was
I whooped
three
you
lost
there.
outs.
I don't want to die there.
Okay. Did you talk about the thing?
Robert Lee Messina's power computation.
Ba, ba, ba.
Okay.
Internet. Okay, there it goes. 9,436.
My God. 29,700. Wow.
Yes.
Milky, I thought you would be supporting the Japanese thing.
Oh no,
But
it killed my player.
Yeah, then again, you did
so-
get whooped by him.
Okay.
So
Same.
I'm against him.
Let's see. Same as above plus superheater percentage.
I got cut off. What?
Same as above plus superheater percentage.
I figured as much. 12,455.
39,204.
Jesus.
Same as above, but substitute firebox area for grade area.
65,030.
171,468.
Holy crap.
I'll
Jader,
get you back
quite
at the
the
bonus
comeback.
points.
You say
All
that
right.
now, but
It's
I got a few bonus
10 to
points, I know.
16. I
I
don't
will.
think your engine's that good.
Okay,
That
the
makes
last time the
sense.
C62 was the last time the C62 was on here, I did make a comeback. It almost took it.
Okay.
Almost. Only counts in
Okay,
horses.
power L1.
Power L1, 2,700 or 27,432. Excuse me.
69,903.
It's now 10 to 17 after the Blue Goose has gone on a
Murder rampage.
Yeah. It's over. It's probably 15 points unanswered. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Oh, it was
power
like
MT.
1 to 10 when
Yeah.
I came
It's
here.
like the Super
Power
Bowl all
MT,
over again.
1,273.20.
2,193.21. Okay. Valve gear.
Same as yours.
Okay, well,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
All right.
All right, Eric, it's yours.
You
Yay!
don't have anything else to add. Oh, wait.
Minimum
They'll
wage
give you
rate.
like 2 points.
Minimum weight of rail.
Okay.
Well,
We're waiting.
I'll ask you first.
You answer.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, we said
Minimum weight of rail.
I hate you. 117 pounds.
79 pounds.
Okay.
Vector of adhesion.
4.26.
4.66.
Ah!
Oh.
Nobody expects the Goose Inquisition. I don't know.
I could do it without my internet dying. That'd be great. So who won that? Me?
No,
No,
he
I
did.
did.
He's closer to 4.
It has to be closer to 4. Well, what's that one calculation that you had to take 2 of the numbers and then divide them out?
Well, you don't get to ask that right now.
I was just curious because I couldn't
Something
remember.
divided
No,
by
that's-
something. I know that.
That's my weight. That's my weight computation, where you divide. You take the engine weight, or you take the weight on drivers and divide by the engine weight.
Ah.
But
Okay.
anyways,
Style points.
alright, JJ's gonna let it go style points, I guess. Alright, so
Alright.
cutting off
I'm for it.
the official pointage there.
Oh, we didn't ask that
Uh,
one, darn it.
Style point. It's not in this picture, but I have the extendo stack.
Yep. He does in fact have the
Extendo stack gets a point.
I'm streamlined.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
having streamlining also gets a point.
Blue.
That doesn't
Blue-
get a point.
That does not go.
Oh.
I still exist.
Yeah, he does still exist.
I have 5 in existence, and 2 are preserved
Wait,
in working order.
Tater,
1 is
how
working.
many were built? Out of curiosity.
Yes, that.
Yeah, it was
Well, there
1.
was 1 blue goose and then 6 out of the 3460 class. So
Oh.
1 goose.
So one goose in particular, alright.
Bonk.
Because I was thinking that there was 1 still around.
Mine was in media.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
In space!
3,
The
9.
Blue Goose is a famous
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right, we had that giant argument last time
yeah,
about
you're the
the way
yours
numbers
is
are
the,
pronounced.
Galaxy Express shit.
3, 9.
Yeah.
It's got 3-9. Let's see here. What was the other thing? Oh, yes, I hold the narrow gauge steam speed record.
Alright.
Oh, that's
Very
right.
nice.
How fast is it, by the way?
I don't know.
A whole whopping 5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, no.
Is that as fast as you can go on those Japanese tracks?
Yeah.
No.
They're made out of paper, I hear.
Rice paper.
Yeah, right.
It
They're
is
made out of rice patties.
80 miles an hour.
Okay.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
See how I can't find anything about the. Wait a minute. See if there's
But the goose
anything about
went-
how fast the goose went.
The goose was a pretty decent engine.
It's 15 to 21.
And just say it
Uh,
somewhere.
Santa Fe made a attempt at a passenger train for the goose.
Oh, yeah, and matching passenger consist.
Yeah.
Maximums. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm trying to
Oh wait,
find-
no, that's for the. Oh, that's for another one of the 3460 class. Not really sure if that counts.
Why don't we do that weight on drivers divided by engine weight?
No.
Oh,
that's
Samelia's
that's
weight
that's
computation?
an official. That's an official
Oh, that's
stat.
an
or past
official one.
stats.
Darn it! Darn you!
Well, it's an unofficial official stat.
Yeah, Ellis
It's not a
Semelius
style
weight
point.
computation.
Oh. Actually, mine was actually my engine is the basis name for Hudson Soft,
Hudson.
the video game company.
Oh, okay.
I suppose
Did
that's
they make
style
anything good?
point.
Hudson Soft. Well, Hudson Soft. What have they made? A lot of games.
Like what?
They have made, I believe, Bomberman.
Okay,
They
that's
made
good enough.
They,
Yeah.
What else have they
Bomberman
made?
is alright.
I believe they also made
It's
some of the
16.
Kirby games.
16
Uh,
to
they-
22.
And
Does that
there's
really
the,
count as the style point?
there's a specialty train set for the Blue Goose.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
It's
I
after
have
that.
a trains model. Does the Blue Goose have a trains model?
not?
No, but I have like brass models and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't.
I
that doesn't
have a
count.
brass model as well as a regular model.
I have a.
Okay.
We have both.
I also
models.
have a Tomy model.
Wait a minute. Do you exist in Gary's mod?
Yes, somebody has made it.
Damn it! I get one for that too.
This was the Blue Goose's train set?
Yeah,
That is hideous.
It looks like
I
it's
know.
molded out of clay.
it probably was, knowing Santa Fe.
I mean,
They gave
look,
it to the,
okay. Look at this.
They
Santa
brought it to a
Fe.
preschool and they're just like, "Hey, build a train."
Look at past the second coach in this. It doesn't even match up.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's part of the same train set.
Probably not, but still, it's ugly.
I didn't specify how big the train set was.
God damn it.
I only said that they made one for it.
Part of the
It was
piece,
just these two cars.
a piece of the PC engine, which was a video game console, has a chip called the HU62, which is named after the C62.
Ooh, 62.
Who? Okay,
Okay.
well, what? Anything else? What else have we got?
What's the score?
It's 17 to 22.
Gary's mod.
I'm blessed.
That's right, you are blessed. You do get
I'm
that.
blue.
Shut up.
Points.
I have pulled
We
royalty.
have a wooden
Royalty.
train
I'll
model
lump that in with
of the
blessed.
goose.
Well, no, two separate things.
No, I'm lumping
Yes.
it with blessed.
Oh, fine. You just don't want me to win, do you?
It's the same royalty.
No,
Okay, we have
No.
a wooden train model
no, it's not.
of the blue
You have,
goose.
you have a priest that blessed the engine, and then you had royalty, which they pulled. The royalty was pulled long before the blessing of the engine.
Oh, okay.
Same mumbo jumbo.
I'll give it to you on that.
Blah, 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 honor.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's the wooden train model that we have.
I don't. No.
That's
No.
the point.
No,
We've already established that there are both physical models of both of them. That's good enough.
Oh, wait, fine.
Fine. The hell is this?
did we already did? Well, excuse me, trains and other models, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
think this exists. I mean, I haven't seen this in trains apart from the Steve Laro wannabe.
What, the
If
C62?
No, the goose.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
I
a
haven't
very
seen the Goose
aggressive
either.
sneeze, if anyone heard that.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Right.
Well, is that all, folks?
Oh.
Biddy-biddy.
That's
We already did that. Mine exists still.
Yeah.
I still have one in running condition.
That would coincide with one.
I technically survived the nuclear bombs because mine's a Franken engine.
Bitch, we dropped the bombs on you.
I know that's why I said it's by technicality it survived them because
Okay.
they were built from freight engines.
Wait, no, bullshit. You didn't survive. No, no.
Yeah.
You were
No.
built after. No. You were built after the bombs dropped.
Yes, but the
No.
boilers the
Bullshit.
boilers came from I believe
No.
the D-51. I want
Yeah,
to say.
bullshit.
Where's the sauce?
Oh,
either way,
sauce.
no, it's not the same engine.
The C-62 was built with a 464 frame, upon which was mounted the boiler of the JNR class D-52-282 locomotives.
That'd be a style point for the D-52, not this.
But they lived on to be something greater. You just lived on to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, excuse me if I didn't pull all the major passenger trains almost.
Oh.
We were used all over the system. Where were you just used? Oh, yeah, that's right. Just on the Santa Fe.
But the Santa Fe is huge. Japan is tiny.
Well, we did set the world record for the longest single one by a steam locomotive.
Thank you, Milky.
From LA to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
We
that's
traveled
such a
a
long-
mile.
It was
That
so
was
long they went all the way around the world and came back.
Yeah.
By the time they got there, it was a different name.
Yeah. It was being messed up by the time they got there. But no, they did only 5 refueling stops from LA to Chicago with these locomotives.
Before the C-62's final retirements, 3 of them were used to pull a triple head in 1973.
Okay.
3, damn.
They would regularly double head 2 locomotives up a double head 2
whatever.
locomotives, up
Because
a
they were trash.
up a 2.5% grade when diesel locomotives were available, but they still figured, you know what, steam's better.
Meh.
Uh-huh.
If having a double head was worth style points, K4s would win every time.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
But
They
then-
had diesels and electrics sitting trackside, but they still opted for steam,
Huh.
which will run from 71 to 73 for 2 years, but still.
I'll give you a point for the triple header.
What's the score?
It's 23-21.
You gotta be kidding me. I feel like this feels like deja vu here.
You don't have
I have driven
more.
this train before.
You don't have more.
I will come up with something.
You don't have more. Stop.
Time to
It's
stop.
time to stop. Okay.
I will not give
No
up.
more.
Japan will not give up.
No more.
Yeah, that was the problem.
No more.
You know what? I think I have to concede. I can't think of it. I can't think of anything else.
I win a thing.
You
All right.
barely won a thing. You barely.
Still won.
You still beat him.
You barely won.
I still won.
Right. Alright, anyways, votes?
Blue Goose.
Chili's, what do you vote for?
Oh, I should have mentioned the 2 headlights.
Oh well, too late.
Yeah, oh well.
Chili's?
Oh, Julie's is dead,
Chili's is
Okay.
dead.
so...
Vote for me.
What?
Ow. Anyways,
Wolpui.
I don't know. I don't know, I'll have to vote for Japan.
Yay!
Pity vote.
And so, I'm gonna leave it like this, and when Ojilis gets back, we'll ask him to vote. So, anyways, moving on. To Fresh from the Shop once again. We were already here, but we're back. So, guess who's back?
Back
Space.
again.
Actually, guess who would like to be back? Apparently, according to the FRA, or well, they want somebody to be back. That's the problem here, and it's never
They
going to
want
happen.
different people to be back.
Amtrak
It's never going to happen.
What?
So, this article came around where the FRA has published a final rule for a new pilot program that would seek competitive bids from, quote, eligible petitioners to replace Amtrak as the operator of up to 3 long-distance routes.
Alright.
Here's my thing. I cannot help but laugh internally at this, because it is never going to happen. There's a reason Amtrak came into existence. And it's
Because
because
freight
nobody...
railroads didn't want to mess with
Yeah.
that.
Because nobody could make money on long-distance routes. or any routes. So they're asking someone to step up to the plate and run these long distance routes which they presumably want to get rid of because they don't make any money. But I don't know who on earth would step up and run these routes if they already don't make any money.
I got you $1.
Yeah.
Almost
Also,
like,
it doesn't
let's just
say.
almost be like, BNSF should take it. They'll make money.
Yeah. No.
No,
This is what happens. This is what happens. Someone takes over, and then immediately cuts the service, and then you never get the service back.
And then it's like, well, shit.
Because then Amtrak's like, it's not our job. It's like, whoa, hold on a minute. I want to see which routes these are.
Yeah.
But I don't freaking know.
I do.
I don't know whose idea this was.
I could speculate as to what a few of them could be, but...
Well, yeah, but only it's going to be...
It's
You really know it's
suspect.
not going to be the ones that make money, probably.
Yeah. Like,
So-
Coast Starlight's probably alright. That makes some money.
Coast Starlight.
Go Starlight.
Even though it gets delayed at every chance and every...
I saw an incredibly delayed Coast Starlight because I was looking on the map of all the Amtrak trains, and on-time trains are green, little bit late trains are yellow, late trains are red, and then some of them are just black. It's like, those are the extremely late trains.
Do not take this train.
There was a 9-hour late train in Florida.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. That's gotta suck.
oh yeah.
But Mason took the Lakeshore Limited. So I was keeping an eye on that. He's in Boston right now. Shipped
Alright.
up to Boston. And I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm going to hang out with him. We're going to go to the PN. So,
Hey. That's
now,
pretty good.
I'm sure we'll be able to report if anyone takes the FRA up on their offer. But don't hold your breath.
Kansas City Southern to buy passenger locomotives. Oh, this can't be good.
Oh, no. Oh, you weren't being serious. Oh, dear.
No, I was joking.
I thought you were segueing to something really nicely. There is a bit. NC Dot, North Carolina Dot, got some new locomotives, some new passenger
did.
locomotives, and they want to. Where are they running them? Where are they running them from? They were rebuilt in Juniata, so they've got to be good. It doesn't say where. Okay, no, they're being used for the Piedmont. So Amtrak.
Oh,
So they got some engines. They look sharp, but their paint scheme is kind of questionable at the front. It sort of looks like, I feel like it's reminiscent of NDM. I don't know why. I don't know. Either way, they're I like all the new services popping up. We talked about Roanoke last time. Things getting new stuff, and so this is something I learned about. There's a guy who currently runs a Polar Express train on formerly Providence and Worcester trackage, now G&W, and he wants to turn his once yearly Polar Express train into a year-round commuter service between Providence and Worcester.
alright.
And he's expecting to make good money off of that. The only problem is he had everything hashed out with P&W, and now he needs to renegotiate
Orange
everything.
Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to
Yellow
start
Plague.
this year, and now it's not
Other way
expected to
around,
start
Marky.
for another 2 years. So they have to renegotiate all the payment for running on their track and everything like that.
Well, that would happen if anyone had purchased.
Yeah, but it wouldn't happen if nobody had purchased it.
It sucks that so close.
Yeah.
And then Orange
Well,
Plague.
The odd thing is, I hadn't heard about it until like 2 days ago, which
Ah.
is bewildering to me because I feel like I'm normally on the up and up with all the stuff that's going on around me, but no.
There's some stuff that sneaks through.
I just managed to miss it. So
Oh well. I used work's being done Troy exit.
yeah,
Bruce, Well,
So, what else, folks?
Well, I don't know if we talked about this,
Uh-oh.
but who likes beer?
No one
I
here.
can't.
Well,
I can't
okay. Well, okay.
Well,
Out to the peanut gallery. Who likes beer? All you people. Okay. Do you like model trains?
potentially.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Well-
that was to us?
Yes, that was to you guys.
Wait a minute.
Okay, yes, I like model trains.
Beer train. Oh.
Yes,
I've seen
the
this.
Czech beer train concept is coming to the United States,
Okay.
where your beer gets delivered to you by model trains.
Yeah, there's restaurants that do this with their food.
Yep. I think
don't-
they do this as well, but I'm not 100% certain.
There's one in
Restaurant
Kansas City that does that.
Wait a minute. Restaurant serves toddler alcohol instead of juice.
Yeah, there's other links interspersed in here.
Yeah, there's other links.
Oh.
Ignore
Deer
that.
filmed crashing through restaurant window.
Interesting restaurant you guys got here, but so yeah, it's the next one's coming to Chicago, I believe. Yes, Chicago's the next stop for it.
Coming straight through the buffers.
Straight through.
And the next one after that is coming to Barcelona, where
And
Hey,
40 or
pretty good.
54 people were injured when a train went all silver streak
oops.
and went. I guess you can call that through the buffers. It sort of just hugged the buffers. It broke the front end of the train. I don't know how 54 people managed to get injured from that. It must be like 54 cases of whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Oh wait, that's a different
54
thing.
cases of whiplash on the wall. 54 cases of
The
whiplash.
train arrived, it applied the brakes, but at the same time, it made a noisy crash. The passengers were thrown to the floor. Even though the train did brake, it wasn't until the crash when it reached a full stop. Well, gee, maybe... I feel like that's self-explanatory. Generally, trains don't crash when they're stopped. It came during a strike, apparently, too. So that's gotta look bad. But at least nobody was... It doesn't... Just one of the injured said to be in a serious condition. What was the serious condition? Fall and twist his ankle? Like, this doesn't look like a bad accident at all. It looks like they sort of went crunk on the bumpers. But,
Oh,
any good accident? Any happy accidents?
well, there's some unhappy accidents going through. Like,
what?
CSX unions are unhappy.
Where's the accident? Was the accident hiring Hunter Harrison?
They're just, yeah, pretty much. They're just not really happy about Hunter Harrison's other to the railroad shippers, which I think we have that in here as well.
We do. You know why they're upset about it?
Why?
Because the letter blamed the employees.
Oh, of course it did.
Is Hunter Harrison has apologized to customers for service disruptions that he attributed to some railroad employees resisting changes at the company. So, 80% of shippers that were surveyed have experienced problems with CSX, and nearly 40% have switched some freight to Norfolk Southern.
Norfolk
60
Southern, Norfolk Southern to buy CSX. I can see that in the coming
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
As 67 have transferred to a truck, so that's great. Great for
Oof.
railroading. Hunter Harrison, you're blowing it up out there.
Good job, Harrison. How'd you get in the first place?
I don't know. People wanted him, and then he took all the money. All of it.
You know who else took all the money? Western
Who?
Milling Scenic.
Oh,
No, they don't
yes.
have the money. 1309 took all the money.
Yeah.
She's
Because they have
1309
all-
smoked it in the smoke box.
Yeah, they have all sorts of financial problems. Well, they're still trying to get work done, even though that work's going to take a bit longer. And it's
And hopefully in that time, someone picks up their 209 away from those crazy people.
Yeah, before they blow it up.
Yeah, before they
Before they blow it up with this
Age of
massive
steam. Age of steam.
pipe
Age
bomb
of
that is,
steam.
quote, eating them
If
out
it
of
goes-
house and home.
If it goes to Age of Steam, nothing's gonna get done on
Yeah.
it.
Right.
They don't have room
age
for
of-
that.
It's the age of no steam there.
it's bad enough that they already took number 19.
Yeah.
I could use some steam.
They used to run, what was it, 1293, I believe it was?
Yeah, and I mean, apparently they have like a little 040 tank engine that they like occasionally just run around the property. I've seen pictures of it running last winter. But that's it.
Just for fun.
Yeah, they just
I need to
kind
get up
of.
the line.
Yeah, but it's Orange Plague.
I can't get up the line.
Well, Uncle Cherry is friends with Lance Prague, so.
But it's still Orange Plague.
But he's still friends with them. Joel McCormick's also friends with Lance Prague, but.
I feel like the Orange
Yeah,
Plague
but-
out there is better than the Orange Plague out east.
Well, that's because they have all these different divisions, and our division isn't completely messed up.
The whole thing is like nom nom nom.
Plus, we have SP guys.
I eat your short line.
Have I told you what is going to happen to the Utah? Have I
It's
told you
gonna
guys?
die.
Like, maybe.
We know
well,
it's
okay.
going to
Actually,
die.
Well, what I'm talking about, I can't talk about on here. So I just
Okay,
I was
then
wondering
Never
if I was
mind.
told
Why
you.
even?
Then why
I
you
wondered if
talk
I had
to
told
the
you guys. I wanted to know if I had told you guys.
Let's just leave it
Maybe.
at that. Utah is going to die.
Yeah,
Rip
basically.
Utah. The whole state, not the company.
Yeah, Utah. The whole state.
They're about to get in a civil war with California.
Yeah. And,
Another-
and they're
Well-
going to take all the wildlife refuges while they're at it.
Thanks, Mormons.
Yeah.
You know, from a sad news story to a happy news story, from the happiest place in the world.
Yay!
Disney World.
Disney World! The Disneyland Railroad is back opened thanks to a special guest with John Lasseter and his locomotive, the Marie E, towing the Chloe.
Oh
The,
boy.
the
Towing?
original Chloe. The original
No, I said
locomotive.
towing.
Yeah, towing.
Oh, rip.
Those were the words they used because Chloe is not in operable condition.
Boo.
Speaking of
I'm not finished.
Whoa.
Fight,
Well,
fight,
I'm
fight!
sorry.
Kiss, kiss, kiss!
Fight.
But,
I'm not finished.
I
No,
haven't
I'm
finished yet.
not in my backyard. But Chloe was the original locomotive that started the whole Disneyland dream.
Alright.
So that's why Disneyland actually allowed outside equipment to be run on their property. They never allow it.
This is a Disney.
So to see that is a very special occasion.
Mm-hmm. Fixing it. So,
now, what were you going to
Achilles.
say, Achilles?
Speaking of things being open, pretty soon the
Thanks.
Heber Valley Railroad will have the 618 back up and open for steam operations on the line.
Woo.
So, pretty recently, the 618, the English,
It-
the Heber Valley Railroad shops have been kind of
Speak up, boy. We can't barely hear you.
Yeah, speak up.
taking a break.
Speak up, city boy!
They've been kind of taking a break from.
Alright.
They kind of have been taking a break from restoring steam engines for a little while,
Boo.
and have been restoring a bunch of cars.
Alright.
But
Vroom.
now they're like, oh wait, and they're also restoring an NW2. But you know, let's get on the point. Well, they're not restoring it; they're rebuilding an NW2. But they finally got around. As like, hey, we have this thing sitting here that's 618. Why don't we finish it? So they finally got around to finishing the boiler inspection and getting the overhaul almost done. And so, you know, fun. I'm trying to read the article here.
Use your words.
So, you know, if all goes to plan, the 618 will be back out on the rails in this December, and if not, they hope to have have it in operating condition, and operating by the end or the start of the summer next year. So that's fun.
Attainable goals, unlike 1309.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And while we're on the subject of restorations, there is an SD9 by the Fort Wayne
Oh,
SD9.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Steel Dynamics Inc. has donated $3,000 to the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society.
Yay, Fort Wayne.
765. To restore the 1950s diesel locomotive NKP 358, which obviously is an SD9, whoa, surprise.
Wow.
I never
SD9,
would have thought.
actually, that's fun. It will be on display on 18th to 20th, and if all goes well, the total cost of the episode
Bye, Jillies.
will be this cost of restoration will be approximately $35,000.
All right.
Hopefully somebody has something to transition with.
I also.
That's
have
not how
some
you segue.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
You see me roll on.
But anyways, for the past while, I've been working off and on a interurban car at the Oregon Electric Railway Museum, and we recently got the blueprints for that car.
I saw a picture of you with the double decker.
Yeah,
I saw
my
that
God.
too.
We also fixed a double decker and got that running. That was fun.
Yay.
And there's
Congratulations.
tons of pictures of that. I'll try and get one
Did you still
in the chat. Yeah.
Speaking of streetcars,
Ding ding.
the ads.
Ads.
Speaking of streetcars, ads.
I was about to read the title of the article, and then an ad appeared over it.
Good.
The Terminus Podcast brought to you by streetcars.
Brought to you by ads.
Yeah. Just smack an ad right in there.
I think we found the title for this terminus right there.
I thought we had one at the beginning, but I forgot to write it down.
It's no ad.
Put your hands in the air.
Okay, so the last Hampton streetcar.
Yes.
Last Hampton streetcar has moved into Fort Monroe for restoration.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
With 2
All
inches to spare. Literally.
2 inches to spare. They could cut it any closer.
They could have cut it 2 inches closer.
Well, yes, but I don't
like
think you want to.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Stop. Crunch.
Yeah. Crunch, crunch, moo.
Yeah.
Crunch,
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 moo,
moo.
motherfucker.
Multiple people injured after Amtrak train hits cattle truck. Also,
Yeah.
that's why the Southwest chief was so late. They hit cows. So, none of the 211 passengers were hurt, but at least 2 of the 3 crew members in the cab of the Southwest Chief sustained minor cuts and bruises. Mangled cattle truck. I don't know if there were any cows in it. Yep, there were. Several cattle were killed. Cows scattered all over the railroad track.
Ooh.
Basically what happened was Amtrak ran out of hamburgers in the dining car. And they figured they'd go straight to the source.
I mean, whatever.
Fresh beef right here.
Said, dispatch, I'm going to need you to
the
tell that
beats.
cattle truck to pull right there.
Now, there's only one railroad that can say they have the meats.
Who has the meats?
Who's beating it?
Somebody.
And that's Potomac Bay.
They have the locomotive.
Yeah.
Stop jerking off.
So, has anyone, aside from Hunter Harrison, stopped to wonder why CSX is not doing well? Maybe because
I wonder this on a nightly basis. Before I crawl into bed, I wonder, how has CSX gotten this bad?
maybe it's because they're so damn picky.
Yes.
So, the quote, fossil fuels are dead, says CSX Railroad Chief. No more new trains for coal, ever. Ever. No more. None.
Hey. To a point,
Impossible.
it's not long.
They're
Impossible.
dying.
Nobody's
They're
ever
not
going to make a
dead.
new coal train ever. Except for The Reading and Northern.
Reading and Northern's like,
who's-
Steels
who-
aren't dying. The coal industry's
immediately-
not dying.
Immediately is what?
The coal industry, I don't think it's
Where's
dying.
your sauce?
I mean, it is. It's
Yeah.
not going up, but it's going up in some places. It's not going up overall. But
Yeah.
since Ukraine just ordered 700,000 tons of anthracite, the Reading and Northern is about to make.
we need to build solar freaking railways for them.
Solar freaking railway. So, in order to build the 100-plus car unit trains that NS will pick up at Reading, Pennsylvania, Reading, and deliver to CNX terminal
Triggered.
in Baltimore, Maryland, Reading and Northern will serve as many as 6 different
Okay.
loading points. So, there you go.
LSU loser.
Lots
of coal
You're the
for
loser.
someone that isn't CSX.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
We know
CS
who is the user. Uck diesel buses.
Womp
They're
womp.
replacing Wellington's electric trolleys.
Mods asleep post bus.
But these quote-unquote trolleys are actually buses.
They're trolley buses.
Yeah, they're
those-
trolley buses.
those cheaty
but
things. Those cheaty motherfuckers.
Yeah. They're
They're,
trolley
they're
buses.
really
and
good on hills.
They're phasing
like,
out. They're phasing out the old trolley buses and buying new ones, but they messed up the dates, and they're phasing out the old ones before the new ones come in.
It's
Yeah, that makes
So they
sense.
have to get some buses in the meantime.
Oh,
Or,
wait. fair enough.
alternatively, they could get some bikes. If you happen to be around Little Rhodey or in southern New England and you just happen to want to ride a rail bike, you can head on over to Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Technically in Newport, sort of, but in Portsmouth. On Aquidneck Island,
Hey!
ride the Rhode Island Rail Explorers. They opened back in April. I talked about them a little bit as part of the Newport and Narragansett Bay Railroad. And they have a bunch of these little pedal cars that seat 4 with two people that pedal. And you go up and down the island. It's like, what? How long is it?
Wait a minute.
It's a good few miles. It's
I-
along the bay, along the water. And each tour begins with a safety briefing. The company coordinates its schedule with the railroad so riders aren't on the tracks when trains pass. Well, that's good.
that's convenient.
That's good. Now, if you're a thrill seeker, you can get one on the day that the train's going to pass. And then, no. You get on and you pedal away from the train as fast as you can.
Yeah. but you know where you can't pedal away from the train at?
Where?
Tillamook.
You can't do anything at Tillamook.
Because they had a meeting on the fort to discuss issues relating to the potential trail.
Uh-huh.
I've got many problems with. First of all, why wasn't I informed about this? I could have gone to it. I could.
That's your number one problem. I didn't make it.
I completely missed it
Sounds
by
like
a
a
few
personal
days. But they were going to talk about ownership and management of the proposed trail. Which, yeah,
Eh.
they want tourist trains on around half of it, so that's a problem. They could run tourist trains on the other half until you get to the washout.
Yeah,
But
where
it's not
does,
like anyone would do.
was there like
Ignore that.
what the hell was that?
That was my alarm. Ignore that.
Okay. Was there like a results of this meeting posted anywhere?
Not that I could find, but I'm curious.
Well, actually,
Because
What?
Because a while back they requested FRA abandonment, and I'm not quite sure if they got that.
No.
Because if they got that, then the line's free game.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this?
But if they're running on half of it, they didn't abandon the whole thing.
Maybe they can just do rails and trails for the whole lane.
Oh, hold
Is it-
everything. Hold
hold up.
everything.
Uh-oh. What?
Um,
I'm holding.
missed stop signal causes collision. Derailment between two CP trains in Toronto.
CP! This is the second time you've made the podcast in a row, and now you crash into yourself. You fool. Alright, where's the link?
You're
to
an idiot.
I know I am, Jader.
I
don't need to
hope
be
this
reminded.
is. I hope this is recent. And it's not an old one, but it's
Oh,
dated
jeez.
for today. So I'm assuming this is either an update to it or this just happened again.
Jeez. Nice.
No, it's August 21st, 2016.
Okay, so this is probably
God
an
damn
update to
it.
it then.
Oh, this was a... Yep. Damn it.
Okay.
Guys, there's a
We gotta be upset about
Pentrix
it.
ad.
Pen tracks.
Trend pecs.
Trend packs. Well, we were talking
That's,
about
Shit.
rails to trails. Now, Jader, I noticed you
And-
picked up this article.
Yes, I did.
So,
Discuss.
Oh, you want me to actually? Okay.
yeah,
Let's
go ahead. You're the one that
discuss.
picked it. You take it.
Okay. So speaking of rails and trails, the Indiana State Fair train has been killed for good.
The friggin'... Shut up.
Yeah, there's
The
an
video
ad
on
for
it is
Metro
autoplay,
PCS.
just warning you. Just warning everyone.
Yeah, there's an ad for Metro PCS.
No, the video on it just plays anyways.
Oh, I didn't even see the
It
video.
did that to me every time.
Oh,
But
okay.
here's the thing. So first of all, I'm a little bit back and forth on this whole thing. We had a whole discussion on it when it came up for review the first time. Apparently the service over that section was shut down because the track was deteriorating, and
I think so.
I'm sure the retort would have been, well, if you're going to spend money on building the path,
Trail.
yeah, if you're going to spend money on building the trail, why don't you just give them the money and they can reconstruct the thing and you can have the fair train back? And my mind immediately went to Tillamook and went, right, because that's what they'll do with the money.
Yeah. Wait, it's yeah. It's going to cost way more to build a trail than it is to repair the rail.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
They got about half a dozen trussels to rebuild to trails.
Well, the idea is that even if you
Which
give them
sound
the
fun.
money to rebuild the rail line, you don't know if they're going to do that.
That's true.
It is disappointed, though,
Tell
because
them.
that could have been a cool service.
Yeah, maybe
They're
they'll
probably gonna
build an
regret that.
airport with it.
Yeah. They're going to fly people to the fair.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, the vote went through. The NES Fair train is dead.
yeah. Which is a shame.
Yeah.
And I like we are saving the nickel plate railroad so that it never needs saving again. You're not saving the nickel plate railroad.
Yeah, bullshit.
You're saving the nickel plate right of way.
You're not saving the
Right.
railroad part of it.
That's
Assholes.
the important part.
Yeah.
Part with the train.
It's the same way with
Well,
the
I mean, I don't think
Tillamook
it's
Trail
fair to get upset at them. They did put it to a vote, at least. They didn't say, okay,
That's
we're going to
true.
do
Yeah.
this.
They then
Uh,
say, "Oh, hey, screw these guys that would potentially want a tourist railroad."
I'm still gonna be upset about it. I'm still gonna be salty.
Yeah, I know, and
It's
that's
alright.
fair.
I
Because
understand.
it sucks to lose that.
Yeah.
But now you can go on it. You can go the whole way on it without worrying, without worrying about trains. If you want to peruse a line, that's one of the things I like about the Douglas Airline State Trail. I think, or
I mean
something like that.
Yeah, I agree. That is the one thing I like about trails.
Yeah, because now you can see the whole line. There's so many
Yeah.
times I wish I had a hand car because there's this abandoned right of way here, and it's probably not going to be used ever again.
Oh my gosh.
But I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Guys, really
Walking down
quickly.
the tracks of the pain.
I
What?
found Walter's Proto Center Beams for $15. Buy it now. Should I get one?
Sure.
If you really want to.
They're with loads.
All right, sure.
Sure.
Point for irrelevant.
Yeah.
No, I wanted your opinion, so give me the point. I'll even add it myself. I just wanted
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Eh.
Buy the damn
Whatever.
things.
Wait,
You
wait,
I
you
gotta
chum.
go grab my dinner. I'm back.
There's something else. There's another sort of layer here going on with the actual railroad itself, because they're doing something else somewhere else. Noblesville to Fisherville or whatever. The museum had submitted a proposal that would have operated trains all the way to downtown Indianapolis. See, this is the real thing that sucks with these. When you lose one of these right-of-ways that heads straight through a town, because they're such important and expensive pieces of real estate for travel purposes. But so often towns will lament the loss of these things, well in the future because you could have used it for transit and now they've lost that opportunity, and to replace it with something else would cost an inordinate amount of money. But there wasn't really a transit proposal on the table here. If there was one, it could have gone differently. There was a freight proposal on the table, which, as we've seen, probably scared a lot of people off from voting for it, because people don't like freight trains coming through their backyards.
Well, in some cases, people don't like trails coming through their front yard.
Yeah, that's true. But these are people that live in a place where they'll use trails, not people that live out in the middle of nowhere and could be perfectly content with nothing happening ever.
And except for like a freight train that comes through like 3 times a week.
Yeah. Well, the freight train doesn't. The freight train doesn't potentially bother you. I don't know what people are worried about, to be honest. With bikers going through, or bicyclists, not bikers.
They're more afraid of the homeless problem.
Yeah, but the homeless can walk along a railroad track.
Do you not know how the 1930s worked?
It's easier for them to walk on trails than railroads.
I mean, yeah,
camp out.
But let's be honest. That's not going to stop it. Having it be an abandoned railroad right-of-way is not going to stop them all that much. And in fact, it's probably going to do the opposite, because nobody's going to see a homeless person wandering along an abandoned railroad. I don't know who the heck's going to ride this giant trail, but at least then you could get some presence of police
the
presence
Tillamook Trail is going to be like
breaking news out of Strasbourg, guys.
Yep.
They are doing steampunk.
Steampunk?
Nice.
I would go down for that. I have my
October 14th is the date.
Tempting. Very tempting.
Chris has provided the link in the Terminus guest list.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put that in here.
Strasbourg is doing
I like
steampunk.
I do too. But, 2 UP sort of newses.
Oh.
Newses?
Yo, plague.
Newsisms.
Yes. UP and Korea.
Send news.
UP and South Korea kind of have a partnership going on here.
Oh, it's South Korea? Damn.
Yes, it's South Korea.
It's not North Korea. They would have
It's
similar
best Korea.
personalities.
There's currently a trading embargo on North Korea right now.
Yeah,
of
well,
course.
UP, whatever.
UP will find a way
UP's about to
around
build
it.
the Trans-Pacific Railway. They already did one of those. They did trans something. They can do it again.
Well, they're going to be sending
We have
intermodal
the
containers, I
technology.
guess.
Okay.
All right.
I can't see the whole article because Trains
Wow.
Magazine.
Oh, okay. Well, I can read it. So, SM Line Corp was established in 2016 in the wake of another company's bankruptcy filing, and SM Line has already purchased more than 20 vessels and 78,000 intermodal containers, and is expanding business into the U.S. via UP. So, this there isn't too much here, but it points out that 40% of the railroad's overall traffic originates from international trade, so this will basically just help them where they already know what they're doing. So, good news for UP, I guess.
All right.
Kind of something they needed, because I hadn't heard good news from UP in a while.
Yeah, well, for those who virtually rail fan UP, we got some new UP Steam for you.
Give me steam.
And there's quite a bit of other steam that they used on this.
I was just going to say, there's a lot more Steam here than there was the other day. We got new FEFs. New FEFs, big boys, apparently.
The website sort of like... I couldn't see what it was, because I was putting this document together at work, and apparently this website is blocked on our thing.
They have
No wonder they were so cheap.
Why? Are they garbage?
No,
They're
they were
free.
just for the loads, but the person clickbaited you because they took pictures of them with the actual car. So he made
it's
you think
just
it was
for
for
the
the car,
loads.
but it's actually just the load.
Wow.
Oh,
Clickbait.
Ooh,
Ooh. Ouch.
That hurts.
anyways. So you know how I was saying about, this actually goes with, a little bit with what I was talking about with the transit problem. When you shut down a rail line or whatever that's heading into town, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
then suddenly you're left with a place where you could have transit and then you don't.
Yeah.
And I talked about that with Queensway last time. For those of you that were here. Not those of you that listened, it's a sort of a park that they want to make
Listeners,
sort
what
of
are
like
those?
the High Line in New York City, and it's on the other side of New York City. But this is another place. This is in Leeds, or West Yorkshire. It's in Holbeck. And they want to build their own version of the High Line because everyone's a freaking copycat. And
Yeah.
this Victorian walkway, which has been abandoned since 1988, would be used as a linear park. And
Nuts.
I mean, it seems like it'd be cool. I'm wondering. It seems like there's plenty of commuter rail around that area. It's just like a bypass route, so it honestly looks like it'd be really cool. And it wouldn't cut into the transit they have, because it's just this arch after arch after arch after arch. It's a really, really old viaduct. So, I'm interested to see that. Of all the High Line rip-offs that I've seen, that's my favorite so far.
Alright.
I still need to visit the High Line, but I'll get there one of these days.
Field trip.
Well, there's like a monument. There's like an obelisk with a 5550 keystone on the side of it that I have to like go and pay tribute to. Apparently, I don't know. It's there. I have to pay tribute to standards. And speaking of which, due to a tip, I believe. What did they say? But people have now found some of what were once basically ornaments on the original Penn Station. They were found in a Newark, New Jersey parking lot. And there are
That's a
these
weird
giant stone eagles that were hanging on the old Penn Station.
Alright.
They're cool. They look like they're probably like 5 feet tall. Or, 4 or 5 feet tall.
Well, now at least you can say part of Penn Station.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see part of Penn Station. But it's really cool to me, and they, what are these? So, there's a picture of them hoisting them up onto some, oh wait, no. That's a picture of them taking them down in 1966. Okay. And from then they disappeared.
And then they were found again.
And then they were found again. In New Jersey.
Wow.
how did they get to Jersey?
I don't know, it's just where they stashed them.
Huh.
So, and Penn Station, that's not the only up and up for Penn Station. The repairs allegedly are half complete now in the summer of hell, as we've talked about. Sorry to interrupt your first Harbor Free. Guess what? I don't care. I'll probably never come back here again. So, it's been less than 3 weeks, and the infrastructure renewal is already 50% complete. And in fact, if you are subscribed to Amtrak's YouTube channel, you can see a bunch of time lapses of them rebuilding stuff in Penn Station, which is really cool. I've been keeping tabs on those. Work to rebuild 3 X tracks, as in double slip switches, but nobody will understand what you say if you say double slip switch in the paper. So X track. I think people know what to picture. And so, yeah, that's good. I'm happy to see that this is coming along, and there's a second article about it. Although this one is less direct, I think. So, moving into the second phase of the 8-week repair plan.
Alright.
800 feet of concrete was poured along the path of track 10, and they've remarked that they've had a good week. So, yeah, no, it's good that work is coming along there. It's I'm happy to see it, because in the sort of turmoil, and this is something that I meant to mention a while ago, because this is an article from many, many termini ago, and it's just been sitting here. The Long Island Railroad, in preparation of this summer of hell, actually reduced their fares. because, oh no, sorry, they were urged to reduce their fares. I don't know if they did. It said they, if they bought a ticket from Long Island to Penn and they're not getting it at Penn, then I believe they should have a reduced fare. I don't know. Allegedly, they reduced some of their fares with regard to the Penn Station construction, which I can totally understand. Things have been kind of a mess. And there have been some really, really cool pictures coming out of, stuff you would never otherwise see, like certain Amtrak units in Grand Central Station.
Oh, yeah.
If you're foaming, it's good to see.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
what
Penn
else?
Station's having a better week than TriMet is.
Just kind of like have good weeks.
At this point, I'm not even convinced that they even have good weeks anymore. They stopped having them after they got rid of those vintage trolleys. Those were their good weeks. But anyways, they hit a car on their way and killed one person.
I want to see.
To quote one of the witnesses, it was kind of craziness. Well, you don't say.
Well, I mean, generally when a train hits something, the train wrecks are renowned for being very, slow and subtle and uninteresting. As in the phrase, "I took my eyes off of the train wreck." Wait, no, it's not.
It was crazy because at first it almost looked like the match was on fire. Oh boy.
Was it making an incessant beeping sound?
I don't know.
Beep,
Was that
beep.
supposed to be a segue into the Hanover Museum fire?
No, but it could be.
Well, a fire destroyed historic rail cars in East Hanover.
This keeps happening.
Hey,
Yeah,
it kind of does.
It wouldn't be the first place that got destroyed.
And some of these look like they used to be Amtrak cars.
Mm-hmm. Kind of would be worth it to invest in like a sprinkler system, don't you think?
Yeah, well, they were also sitting outside too.
Well, I mean, the gas pumps are also outside.
True. They don't have a sprinkler system either.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? I've
You
never
ever
seen
looked
them.
up at a gas station?
Yes, and I never noticed them.
All the pipes sticking out of the ceiling of the overhang. That's all to spray water down if something catches on fire. Well,
I'm an idiot.
not water because it's gasoline, but to spray
Yeah.
stuff.
Retardant stuff, I think.
Also, why is
foam
the person
retardant, yeah.
putting a dog into the car?
I don't know.
The photo number 1 is them like hoisting a dog into the rail car.
Why?
I don't know. They need to check.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
Check if it's still on fire. Send the dog in.
well, usually they could. Well,
Bark, bark!
they may have been on fire, but they weren't broken into like the ones across the pond at the Eastern Cassasuri Railway. I don't know.
Lancashire.
Yeah, Lancashire. Or Lancashire.
One of those names.
Englandisms.
But they got attacked by vandals causing up to 30,000 pounds of damage.
Oof, that's
On the
heavy.
week of its 30th anniversary. Jeez.
They
That's
targeted
bad.
it, I swear.
Yeah.
Had to be.
It's those whale trail people.
No, what were the guys who put the concrete block in front of the train from a little while ago?
I don't know.
It's those guys. Like,
It's
how
all
we're-
big concrete.
It's not very concrete.
We
don't
need
know.
to stop big concrete.
Anyways. So, Mental Gen.
Mental Gen.
Mental Gen.
I
Just
came
assume my gender.
home from... No, Mr. Attack Helicopter, I did not. I came home from a long stint of not making videos, and to discover that a gameplay patch had been released for Transport Fever. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is awesome. First of all, second of all, I got to play around with it immediately because I had to make videos in it. So they did some really cool stuff. The best thing probably is that you can now choose specifically which track a train is going to come in on the station.
That must
And
be nice.
It's really nice. Also, this is kind of a funny one. Or not a funny one, but there's... the cargo ships now have different bulkheads, so you can carry more than one type of cargo at once in a cargo ship.
Nice.
And also, when you upgrade a station or a road, all of the people in it don't magically disappear.
Oh, good.
There's also an unload-only feature now. I wish there was a load-only feature for now, because that would be super useful. And then a confirmation dialogue when you go to bulldoze things that are really expensive, so you don't accidentally cost all of your money by misclicking.
Alright. Well, that's good.
Are you sure you want to lose all your money by bulldozing this?
Oh, hang on, how much is transport fee for right now?
I don't know. Can't be
Can
that
someone
much.
buy it for me?
It's a good game. I recommend it.
Alright.
Transport Fever. And as well, what else is interesting? What's interesting?
You know what was interesting?
Fort Wayne.
The Great Canada hopper fleet. You know,
Now
those
they're
big
not.
grain hoppers that said Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a shit ton of those in Superior.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Canada.
They're unfortunately going out.
Well, because they're how old now?
No, Canada.
About 30 years old.
Yeah, they're getting up there.
Yeah.
Starting some new freight cars. I hope
I
one of them makes it
remember
into a museum or
tons-
something.
Yeah. Now these are museum pieces. But,
It belongs in a
if you went
museum.
in the press rates, and you could probably buy one.
Who's crinkling?
Let's buy some grain cars, guys.
Buy some grain cars?
Okay, cheers.
How about buying a whole railroad?
But maybe they boned in it.
There are some people that are in need. They are
Later.
needing to purchase
Sorry.
a railroad that serves them. So the Churchill line, which is a Canadian rail line that goes way up and out
Way up north.
to the middle of nowhere, a place where you can't get in by road because there isn't one, and of course it's a pain to fly there. It's not
Well,
much of
there's
an
an
airstrip
ice
either.
road, but
There's an ice road, but
That's an ice
that's only
road.
for part of the year. And it was washed out in late May, and that cuts off all of the
oof.
land transportation in, and it has been cut off for the last several months. And the issue is, of course, that it's incredibly expensive to get stuff in another way, and the company that owns it, Omnitrax, said the repairs will cost between 20 and 60 million, and it said it will not cover the costs
Oof.
of fixing this. However, it's apparently contractually obligated to repair it anyways, so
Good.
they're gonna sit on their butts and wait for the Canadian federal government to help them, and the citizens are basically wondering if this is going to be the end of their railroad. Now, at the same time, those same citizens are looking to see if they can somehow drum up the ability to get a hold of the rail line, fix it, and then run it themselves, because obviously Omnitrax has no desire.
Has
to do
no
that.
interest.
Yeah, they don't feel like it.
They're kind of like Potomac Bay.
Exactly. You give them the money, they're going to spend it on an airport.
Yeah.
And it won't be the one that these people need. So,
We can build a station or an ice machine.
yeah. Yeah, they're going to build them an ice machine so that they can run the ice road during the rest of the year.
Ah, shit.
But it's broken in at least 24 places, apparently. 28
how long?
28 potentially compromised bridges. The line itself is almost 300 kilometers long.
300 kilometers.
Or
Yeah, wicked far. Wicked far.
big Canada.
How far is that in Americanese?
How many
186 and a half.
That's 186 freedom units.
Yep.
Okay.
It's still far.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
no,
is
it's
still
really far. It's really far.
That's longer than the Tillamook by quite a while.
By a little
Through
bit.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, through the absolute middle of Canadian wilderness. And these people need it. They need it. So,
Yeah.
hopefully that gets to them. I'll be trying to keep an eye on that story because I'm interested. A lot of these stories I'm interested in. I show up like, whatever, these are boring. Then I actually read a little bit. It's like, well, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I'll listen.
Yeah.
I'll read. But, so...
You know who didn't get sin?
Who
Bart.
didn't listen? Bart didn't listen. What did Bart do?
The Evermore Bart is the most expensive disaster ever. It's the title of this article, so I can tell this is going to be great.
Oh, God.
Anyways, it's Bart, I guess, got Stenson for one of their lines.
Mm-hmm.
The Stenson would run 5.5 miles in the median of I.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's
In the
running in
middle
the
of a
medium
freeway.
of the interstate.
Holy shit.
So,
Okay, well, now I can see that being expensive.
Yeah,
well, here's the
that's
issue.
bad.
Here's the issue, though. So they're complaining about the full BART system, and it's that if you pitch BART against Washington D.C., which they do, which is of comparable size,
Yeah.
BART doesn't do a lot in the urban area, and so it doesn't generate the ridership that DC does. And so basically, they have a useless train system. You know, it does some things, but only peak hour commuters. Relative ridership of the line is especially expensive. It has to be since it is built in a way that repels users. Only peak hour commuters to San Francisco unwilling to deal with rush hour traffic are likely to ride this line. It costs to build approximately $10,000 per weekday user. Even when that's broken down. 10 times expensive as ongoing Paris Metro extensions. And light rail lines these days are about half as cheap. So, Jesus Christ, that's expensive, and nobody's going to use this.
Come on. Why Bart?
You know what they should do? They should make whatchamacallit? They should make tickets free for the rest of the year and see if people use it then. Honestly, though, I saw quite a few people getting on the train at Providence today. It was very good. Getting on the train at Providence, heading down to TF Arena and Wickford Junction. Like, it was unusual. You pulled in, and I saw the platform had a bunch of people on it, and I went, is the regional about to pull in? But no, the regional had just left. So, all these people got on my train. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Hey.
That doesn't ever happen.
But you know what very ever happens?
What?
Viable cab cars.
Wrong, because we have like 30 of them. We have tons of bi-level cab cars. Most of our cab cars are bi-level.
Okay, well, Seattle's getting new ones, so...
Yeah, and it looks like a
Yay.
fish.
Yeah, but... No, I haven't been up to Seattle to see their transit network.
Seriously, it really looks weird. It's tripping me out, and I don't know why.
It's the paint.
What the hell?
It's just weird shaped.
What?
It's like our bi-level cab cars are like, this is clearly
Ew.
a coach that they slapped a cab on the end. This is
Ew.
like a Charger had sex with the coach
Ew.
and birthed this thing.
Ew.
And also Dory from Finding Nemo was watching, and somehow part of it.
It was the freeway. That was it.
Who the hell put Jader is weird and Milky is a normie on the dock? I'm blaming Ojiles.
Yeah, because
What?
he also put
Wait.
Ellis is a loser.
Wait a minute. When did I get a point?
When did you get a point?
I don't know. I don't want it.
I don't know. You have it. Somebody put it on. You didn't question it fast enough.
Fine.
Alright.
Dater is not honorable. Stop it.
Stop it, anonymous lemur. I've reached
Stop
that
it,
point of the
lemur.
podcast. All right, let's get through some last little stuff here, and then
I have stuff.
what's your
All right.
stuff?
Okay. First off, the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society, their 2017 open house is going to be on Friday, August 18th and Saturday, August 19th from 10 a.m. to 4. Stop by. They'll have 765 steamed up for that. I want to go. Possibly a road trip, but I don't know. I think I have to work
in
this
your
day.
new car.
Yeah, I could get there. It'd be a long drive, but I could get there.
Wait, how far is it?
I think... I don't know, actually. Google Maps.
All right, somebody else pick up the torch.
You know what isn't going to have an open house anymore? The Napa Valley Mall Railroad Club.
Because they're dying.
Yeah, their use unfortunately expired, and I'm not quite sure. Yeah, the expo center that they're in doesn't want to keep them around. So
Boo.
it's-
Boo Expo Center.
Yeah.
Speaking of not keeping things around, GE is ending production at their Erie facilities after a very long time. So,
After a very long time.
How long is a very long time?
a very long time is.
Like over 100 years, I know that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
How far is
So GE
this?
Transportation, it's a short article, so I'll just read you the whole thing. GE Transportation plans to eliminate all locomotive productions at its Lauren Park Township plant except for prototype development. So it'll still be used. That work is being transferred to Texas. Freaking Kevon. The decision will be
Kevin, stop taking our jobs.
result in the loss of 575 hourly jobs. So, that's not good.
All right.
I mean, it's a little more than 20% of total employment, which is still a blow, but that's less than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was like the whole place was out. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Anything else real short that we shouldn't spend too much time on?
757's coming home to Bellevue.
That is something
Oh,
important. That's
yeah.
really cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
Amy
The,
is
Except for
leaving the Standard Museum.
Yes.
They're using one of the only wheel locomotives that they had there.
No,
In terms
no,
of American builds.
One of the only non-standard locomotives they had there, I think you mean.
Yeah.
Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the just
That's right.
like just this time last week, something like that.
Yeah.
There's no date on this.
Now they could get that Virginia and Truckee engine back out here. That'd be a good thing.
But yeah, the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania has announced that they would they're willing to transfer ownership of the 757 from them to the Mad River and AKP Museum and ship it back to Bellevue for static display and cosmetic restoration.
All right.
They're estimating that the relocation, restoration, and preparation of the exhibit site will cost $250,000. So donate to the project. Go visit the Mad River and AKP Museum. Great museum. Haven't been there in a couple years. I need to go.
I wonder.
Road trip.
They have a few other Western relatives of their locomotives. And what would they be willing to do with that? There's just a handful of locomotives up there. And they have one all the way from Hawaii.
Huh.
We have some
Also the
music.
big blue dumpster's coming to Ohio.
No.
Dun 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 dun.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Thomas, as part of the friendship tour, is coming to the Lebanon, Mason, and Monroe Railroad on August 19th and 20th. So in what, like 2 weeks? No, in like a week or so. And he's coming there on the 19th and 20th of August and the 25th and 27th, or 25th through the 27th.
Oh, good. At least he's not coming to the CVSR this year. Thank God.
I think that already happened.
Did it? I
don't
don't
know.
remember.
I didn't keep track of that.
I don't
I have a
either.
friend that volunteers there, but he didn't tell me anything this year.
Keep him away
He
from
was
there.
shocked into silence.
I mean, I could go volunteer there. Like literally, I can go do things now because I have a car. It's not a piece of shit.
Yeah, you could have done it.
Well, that's good.
No, no, I wouldn't.
Eh,
I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have.
Like-
but
No, I have zero faith in my truck.
Oh,
I just want to sell it or scrap it or whatever. Just get it out of my life.
you need to experiment on it.
I don't care if it broke in the process. I wouldn't care. I'm done with it.
You need to get about 300 of the largest rocket motor you can find. You can get your hands
And
on.
send it to space. Okay.
Yes. Just see how far you can get with it. Anyways, if we've got nothing else we want to hop on and hop off real quick.
No, I'm done.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yep. This is hanging out, but we should cover that in more detail. So, oh, I need to actually set this up. I forgot to. Who has a point? 3 people do. Agility is one of them.
The hell
Eric
is
is
this?
another one, even though it's listed under Milky.
Why did I get a point?
I don't remember, but I remember it was justified in the moment.
I wasn't even here.
I mean,
Chili's.
you were. You
The
were
hell
when I
is your
gave you the
termination?
point.
No, I wasn't.
You were actually.
Nope.
I don't remember. I don't remember this happening at all. I think you're making things
No,
up here.
I'm not.
Pretty sure.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
You're all fake news.
Fake news. Okay, well, anyways.
Oops.
Jader.
It's not the infinite turbo train, but it's close.
Oh no. I want to see somebody trying to take a swing.
It's a
my
37
infinite turbo
car. It's a 37 car turbo train.
train. Oh, that's probably where I got the. Probably where I got the gift from.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you made that.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
make
I
it.
made the
It's on
gift.
the video.
Oh,
I made the gift.
wait. Wait. I'm gonna go find the gift. And
I don't think it was this particular video, Alex.
No. Okay,
turbo train
I'll look at it.
gift. Hold on. That looks like the Providence Northern.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
It's
Is
not.
it? Is it not?
Yeah, it's
There's
this.
Digitrax.
It's
I can
this,
see the
it's this.
Digitrax port.
Triggered. No,
It's not
no,
the
not the
Providence
video.
Northern,
No,
is
not
it?
the video.
Is
The
it?
gift. Look at this.
You know, the GIF was not of the Providence Northern. The GIF was taken from this video. I'm pretty sure.
You sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to watch the video and look.
I thought we didn't have those yellow passenger cars in the gift.
No, they're all little passenger cars.
I want a turbo train now.
Oh well, the ones. in the
I don't think
video
that's the
are white.
PN.
So-
Is it the
No,
PN?
it's not the PN.
Oh no, it's the same place. The blue walls and the white windows. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same place. Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
next up. Whoops,
Buy me a
I
turbo
opened the link
train.
again. Yeah, not Infinite Turbo Train.
Buy me a
And
turbo
then
train.
Achilles.
So this is a video that I found earlier, and this is what's gonna happen when Jader gets a farm in the middle of Ohio.
Okay. I haven't looked at it. I just had to open it, but
Oh, boy.
also you used the wrong gets. There's never an apostrophe. Basically, you did it wrong. Anyways, why is the next video? Wait, what? Eric has written something in Japanese.
私はいや僕し私は日本に大きな海を Well, this isn't helping.
Also,
Motora
hold on.
Shimashita.
Stop writing things. I need to copy paste. Also, Achilles, who do you vote for? Because we didn't get your vote.
Oh yeah, I was helping my mom with stuff. I'm gonna vote for the Blue Goose.
Okay, Blue Goose wins.
Yay.
Good.
Just kidding. I'm C62.
Yay!
Too late. Too
It's
late.
a pity vote though.
Too
It's a
late.
pity vote.
I already
You
gave him
already
the
have
pity
the
vote.
pity vote.
It's not a pity vote if he wins because of it. That's not how pity votes work. Milky.
Give me Christmas. Trails to Wales.
I just want to say I love it when people come to visit me. And I'm looking forward to seeing Mason tomorrow. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Turbo Train.